She was just there for the season.
We are here, back by popular demand, fresh off vacation, still smelling like Gulf of Mexico.
Don't lie to the people.
Nah, man. Krew Season Podcast. We are back again. This is episode 128, I think.
Ciento 28.
Can you hear me?
128. Spanish still good.
Hold on, there's some things that moved around on this.
What happened? What happened?
Hold tight. There's some buttons that moved around. Kenny T is in the building. OT is in the building.
What it go?
Y'all know the legend, the God, the Black Lacquer, the man of the year, that dude, goddamn, I got every dog that you need. I got nothing. I'm just smooth, man.
He giving them away for free.
Never.
Free 99.
Never. Don't get people shot pulling up to my house like that.
Oh, man.
I'll be covering my knees up because they ask you, man.
You got to do is just lick your thumb or
Now we on camera now. Can't do that.
Yeah, we can.
Look, man, the secret is off. It ain't nobody but us. Yeah, we can. Hold on. Right. Yeah, we can.
What's wrong with this guy?
I'm the Trill AC. It's another episode of the Krew Season Podcast, man. Appreciate everybody for tapping in with us, man. For it's fresh off vacation. How's everybody doing, man, before we get started? The fans been missing. Everybody been asking, what a pod? I'm refreshing the podcast app. I don't see y'all on it. Like, what's going on, man?
We broke up for a while. From after this episode, it will be called Smooth and the Crulettes. with the Crusaders. That's how we gonna do it. Smooth Crulettes. It's gonna be
Crulettes.
You won't find it on YouTube, I tell you that.
we got a deal on Spotify exclusive.
You won't find us or him.
Straight up.
Where's Smooth at? I don't know.
Yeah, man. This nigga's delusional, man. But look here. While we was gone, man, a lot of things happened.
A lot.
So let's start right at the top. We got a verdict in the Tory Lanez and Meg Thee Stallion case. Mm-hmm. Tory Lanez guilty on all 3 counts that he was charged with.
Mm-hmm. I like the way you worded that.
Hey, I gotta for full disclosure. But yeah, he was guilty on all 3 counts. I think one of them was releasing firearm in a vehicle. Another one was reckless endangerment with a firearm, meaning shooting it recklessly. The other one was, what was the other one?
I think just possession, huh?
Assault. Assault with a firearm.
Yeah.
So
one was possession, one was recklessly shooting, and one was assault.
Yep.
Or something. What's the real? Somebody bring up the real charges.
No, that's the real charges. That's the 3 real charges. Seriously.
Yeah. So that was the thing that kind of was confusing everybody because of how they positioned the case. They had everybody thinking, he's on trial for shooting her. Mm-hmm. They're coming to see if he's guilty of shooting her. So when the guilty came down, everybody saying, see, I told y'all he shot her. But when you break the charges down, that's not saying that, which is why the jury asked for the letter of the law before they went to go make their decision.
What is willingly and purposefully.
Right. So apparently, but which I found out during my, research of this whole thing is that, say for instance, and Smooth get into a fight right here. I come in, I try to break it up. They don't want to stop fighting. I take my pistol and start shooting in the air.
That's assault.
Mm-hmm. And I can be charged with that and found guilty of that. You know what I'm saying? So I guess what I'm trying to say is we still don't know if he shot her or not. The charges do not confirm that. The charges just confirm him being in possession of a weapon.
With a
weapon in the vehicle and him shooting in the air because they say assault is being an actual threat towards somebody.
Man, we heard what the witness said.
So you don't even have to shoot the gun in the air. He could have pointed it.
Yeah, he could have pointed it.
And that's assault.
Mm-hmm. Assault, yeah.
So, but, we have to go with the letter of the law.
Yeah, but we also heard the witnesses. Witness say he saw the little guy shooting in the air.
Well, he said shooting all over the place.
He did.
That's what he said.
He did.
Verbatim.
He did. All over the place.
He did say shooting in the air at one point, and then he came back around and said shooting all over the place.
Yes.
He did say that.
Okay.
So, again, the testimonies was all over the place.
That was it right there. That's all they needed from that witness.
We had one person that was involved ask for immunity.
Yep.
Which I think is fucking nuts.
Well, she had gunpowder on her hands.
You know what I'm saying?
But also, the case was never about her in the first place.
Right.
So they weren't going to, you know what I'm saying, go after her like that.
It's crazy, man. When you see them charges and what he got knocked for, he really, really wasn't on trial for shooting Meg. We're going to keep it a beam. That's clear and cut. He was on trial because he was a black dude in a super white neighborhood, shooting a gun. They had a commotion. State picked it up. That's how that's going to work.
Yeah, because for the record, she didn't even bring the charges against him.
Right.
She served as a witness in the state versus Tory Lanez in the matter of those 3 charges that they charged him with. But again, like I said, they positioned the case like
it was Meg.
She brought it to him. She's accusing him of this thing. It's him versus her. What they trying to decide is whether or not he shot her, and none of that was the case. But at the end of the day, court of public perception, it don't matter.
Shit. That's some goofy ass shit by the police, dog.
Yeah. Court of public perception is it don't matter. Like, you can have these definitions of these charges out, and nobody's going to research that. He's guilty, and again, public perception is he shot her. That's what he's guilty of. See, I told y'all, is what it is. So now everything is going to unwind as if that's what he got convicted of. I mean, it's messed up, but I mean, it is what it is, and I think that's why I gotta get on my own self for that. Was not researching exactly what the charges was. I fell in line with what they was positioning it as. It's like, oh, he's guilty of shooting her, and that's what I was arguing. Like, no, that's not what that meant. But like I say, public perception is
none of the charges are like that though, or even implicated towards her. That's crazy.
But also too, before, because we haven't parted since then. So a couple of days after, that was when the neighbor had testified. So once that neighbor testified, that unveiled a whole bunch of stuff, but also confirmed some things too. Because he said it looked like a woman shot first. Then he said it looked like she went back to the car or whatever. Like he saw 2 women fighting. One went back to the car, discharged. A little man and her was fighting over it. He clearly saw Tory shoot. So
that's what got him booked.
Right. And then that willingly and purposefully.
So
we let off 5 rounds. That wasn't no accident.
This was my initial thoughts when I heard that from him.
Wait. And context, because pictures of the crime scene came out. They showed the gun with the slider locked, which means that the clip was emptied. But go ahead.
But when I first heard that part, right, I was like, oh, so he was trying to calm down the situation, which means he was trying to protect them from each other. That's what get lost in this. But you let the other side tell it, oh, he should go down for this, he's a culprit and all that. Just because he ratted you out for, that don't give somebody that he ratted you out to the means to shoot at you, to try to take your life because you was out here being crazy. You know what I'm saying? The other side went to you and tried to take your life. The person that was down with you tried to take your life over some men that didn't have none of y'all best intentions at heart. And you mean to tell me the man that unveiled it all had to save y'all from yourselves? That's crazy. That's crazy.
Also, what I don't want to get lost is that Meg is a victim in this thing. She was injured.
Absolutely.
In this altercation.
But she's a victim from another party that they don't want to admit.
Well, I mean, we can't neither confirm nor deny. According to the evidence didn't concretely say that Kelsey did it. Yes. Again, with the testimonies was all over the place. But what we do know is that she was a victim of some violence.
Somebody said he was shooting everywhere. That could be a possibility where it ricocheted, and that's how she got injured.
Right. Which could be the case. Again,
that could be the case.
That could be the case. Because he said it himself. I'm sorry, I didn't mean I was drunk as hell, this, that, and the third, da. But again, that clip being empty told me a lot. It told me that he tried to get all of the bullets out of the gun. So just in case anything else further happened, couldn't nobody go back and get it. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. But, again, according to the letter of the law, shooting a gun recklessly in public, you guilty of that.
So that means a lot of people need to be arrested for 4th of July. We're going to keep it a bean.
Hell yeah.
That's called reckless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you're not allowed to do it. If the cops catch you, they send you to jail.
Yep. And
Well, we all
they
know
had
the cops gonna be out.
$20,000. Now what they had $20,000 reward. Say if you snitch on somebody that was doing it for New Year's.
But you know that. Come on.
I've seen it there. Obviously. Officer, yeah.
I needs that.
He was riding around town with his phone.
Riding
Boy, I
around.
say I'm the new Charleston White.
Going 63rd Street.
Officer.
Collect a $500,000.
I need the money in the bag first. I need the money in the bag first.
3607 Bissonnette, officer, I think. But yeah, so again, prayers to all parties involved. But I want to ask y'all how y'all think that appeal is gonna go, because the appeal is already underway in terms of trying to get that pushed. How y'all think that's gonna turn out? Well, let me back up. What do y'all think the sentence is gonna be? He facing 22.
He's not gonna get 22. He's not gonna get 22. But as far as the appeal, I don't know. But as far as the time, he's not gonna get max time. Not from how it was.
I hope not.
From how they had it perceived in the public, like you were just saying.
But Smooth, wait. Let me stop you right there.
Yeah.
Because he got into 2 physical altercations during the trial. Do you think that that's going to play a role in the sentence?
It shouldn't. No, it shouldn't. Because we talking about fist fighting and we talking about pistol play.
Talking about assault.
2 different things.
Why you on trial for shooting?
Right.
2 different
Assault
things.
is assault. It don't matter what. If you use
If I
a
put
weapon
my
or not.
hands on the nigga and he go tell on me, I'm gonna get less of time than I would.
But if you do it twice
Shooting a gun.
and you on trial of doing it,
still gonna
they're
get
saying
less
you
of
are
time.
you are a
Danger
problem to the
society.
public. Yes.
Nah, that ain't gonna happen, bro.
You went from throwing your fist to now shooting guns.
But I do believe they're gonna try to hit him with some time that he gonna have to pay for. They gonna have to put some money towards.
I think he need a new lawyer. That should have got on trial too.
Yeah,
I
I
understand and said, but he's not fighting.
But he would
We
have
shooting him. We fighting these charges right here. This is what happened. I don't think even the lawyer went over the damn charges.
Exactly.
Like, this is the fucking charges. This is what's going on. I don't care about nothing. I ain't bringing
Because
them to big.
if I was Tory and I knew them charges, I'd have fought that. I'd have fought that easy.
At least got
you
one
could
of them out the way.
You could tell, because again, the weapon in the vehicle, we could have got that thrown out. You understand me? If the lawyer was doing what he was supposed to be doing, but I think the lawyer was busy fighting what the public perception thought the charges were. All you got to do is raise reasonable doubt. You could tell by when he put old boy on the stand, because again, the dude, the witness that said, "Oh, he seen Kelsey shoot first. He seen the little man shooting all over the place." That was the defense's witness. That's Tory witness. So as a defense lawyer, before you put people on that stand, you supposed to bet them. Hey, what you gonna say? Okay, hey, this happened. What was your thought? So if you vetted them properly and you did your due diligence, and this man in the room is saying, "Well, hey, I'm gonna get on there and say that, hey, this is what I seen. I seen Tory shoot. I seen her shoot first." As a defense attorney, you're not going on the stand, because if I'm aware of what the charges are, my client is being charged with shooting a gun. You're going to get on the stand as my witness and say that you seen him shooting a gun.
Get out of here.
But
Don't worry about that.
But allegedly,
I can handle that.
but allegedly,
Get out of here.
he was supposed to testify something else. But they said that he wasn't even talking to the defense team. They allegedly, this is, I'm reading threads on Twitter. They saw that the witness was like,
With the DA coming down the steps somewhere.
Right.
Yeah.
and didn't really mess with the defense.
But see, again, as a defense attorney,
Yeah, if
That's
he wasn't
gonna raise a
messing
red
with
flag.
I'm supposed to be looking at all of this.
Right.
My client facing 22 years. Anything that's even kind of implicating him, or I feel like is a little, nah, man, you're not doing
And
that.
it's extremely publicized. He dropped the ball. Like you said, I would fire him. You completely dropped the ball. This is completely publicized. If you win this case, then you're going to have business forever. You're going to basically be the new Johnny Cochran on some shit.
He should have took the plea deal, to be honest with you.
You know what I'm saying?
See, but
They
plenty,
came to him 2
It
days
was only
before
one
trial.
charge. No, the plea was on one charge, not of him shooting her.
it was just a
Possession. I believe.
Possession.
with the gun in the vehicle.
That was it.
But
He probably didn't want to get.
he would have
nothing.
got he would have got extradited though. If he'd have pleaded guilty, because he's a foreigner, he would have got extradited. Yeah. So I think he was trying to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? But the irony is that if the charges was him shooting Meg, the defense attorney did a great job. But those were the charges.
That's a fact.
And that's what got him hung.
Got good news and bad news.
Right.
Good news is the check cleared. Bad news. Sayonara.
Arriba Dirty.
But
if you Tory though, you can't because he shot.
who was that?
Tory shot the gun.
Yeah.
So how, if you did do it, how do you get on stand and say you didn't do it when you got the neighbor saying that you did?
Well, you're fighting charges. I'm not saying you can beat every single charge, but you didn't beat not one of those 3 charges, and you lost by a landslide. Mm-hmm. So you got to get on the stand and say, "Hey, that gun is not mine."
But I think if you had,
and I didn't have no gun residue on me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had none of this on me.
It was inconclusive.
Wait. No. Wait. Now, just for clarity, I want to make sure that we get this right.
Well, he had some on him.
They couldn't conclude DNA. His DNA on the gun. But he did have gunpowder residue on his hands.
That is true.
As a matter of fact, they said he had more gunpowder residue than Kelsey had.
There you go.
Which makes sense because he emptied the clip out, shooting it in the sky. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so that was it. But again, if I'm Tory, I could understand why he wouldn't want to get on the case. But also, we wasn't in the courtroom, so we couldn't really get the play-by-play of what was going on, the feel of what was going on. Because just what we seeing on the outside, I'm thinking, hell no, you don't need to get on the case. We good. They didn't raise reasonable doubt. We good to go. But again, he aware of what his charges are. So if you see it going left and you see, hey, this is my star witness that's supposed to come up here and hold me down, and he's come up here and put the gun in my hand on the stand, I gotta go up here. This is my last ditch effort. I'm facing 22. I ain't going down 22 when they ain't say the word.
And I'm on some boosted stuff, allegedly.
Hey.
I got you as my defense. You try to drop on me.
Fam.
I gotta do stuff.
This nigga got on the stand and put the gun in his hands. And then on top of it, like, he was adding to it. He said, I seen, the little man shooting the gun all over the place. He was yelling at everybody.
Mm-hmm. You called me a little man to my face.
You called him a little man. You said he was yelling and cussing out everybody. You said he was shooting the gun all over the place. You got me looking like motherfucking Ted Bundy up here. Get yours. I would have tried to stand on this nigga, man.
I would have looked at my lawyer and said, "You fired."
Immediately.
Right there, you fired.
Hey, Judge, I'm representing myself now.
Come on, man.
Right now.
Nigga covered that mic. You know you fucked up, right?
Hey.
I got there like Martin when he was in
Arriba Dirty. Like mommy said.
Mr. Payne said,
Oh, ass.
That's a fact.
But
what does GTD stand for?
But yeah, so that's where we at with it. Tory is in jail right now. He's in custody. Like I said,
they put him away before Christmas.
Yeah, 2 days before Christmas is crazy. But the appeal process, what do y'all think his chances are?
At this point, I don't even know.
I don't think he got a shot.
At this point, I really don't even care.
What is he appealing? The charges? No. He got, man. I don't know how many years, but he got the gunpowder residue. You got the witness saying he was shooting all over the place.
Unless he produced something that we ain't heard. Like a security guard's testimony or something like that.
I don't see it. He getting...
Yeah,
maybe it might get him like 5, and he served 1.5, 2, something like that or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because it is a state charge. So
you know what? Meg missed her window. I'll tell you that. Because if I was her, I'd have dropped some music that day out there. For real.
She
you
said
see how the streets was flaming? What?
She said she traumatized right now.
I'd have been rapping my ass off. Yeah.
Well, like I said, man, prayers to all parties involved. We're gonna see how this thing turn out. But we gonna move to sports real quick. Recently, there was a situation where Buffalo safety from Buffalo was on the field, and he went to make a tackle, and he tried to get up, and he stumbled and fell back down, lost consciousness. They ended up bringing paramedics and stuff out on the field. I think what Kenny said. You said he was getting the CPR for 9 minutes.
9 minutes.
Yeah, 9 minutes.
Mm-hmm. 9 minutes, and he was unresponsive. They ended up having to call the ambulance, get him, taken to the hospital. Try to save his life at that point. Kind of find out he had cardiac arrest during the play. It wasn't a CTE situation like they tried to write it off to at first. And he's currently still, getting help breathing by machines.
No, they took it out.
as of like yesterday.
Yeah,
like yesterday.
It's removed.
Yeah, he's breathing on his own, talking on his own now.
As of yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool then. But with that, it was a whole lot of fallout. Skip Bayless had some things to say. He tweeted a couple things, and one of them, I'm not gonna read the tweets exactly, but he was saying prayers to him. But then he went to, well, hey, how can they postpone this game? This is a very important game to decide the leader of the AFC. Like, how could they postpone it? Like, basically questioning. And again, this is while the man's laid out on the ground. Mm-hmm. All these thoughts are going through his head, whatever the case may be, and he's just kind of tweeting them as they come. Some people found that tweet to be very insensitive, and he faced a lot of backlash for it. I seen a lot of people jump out the window and just disrespect him and all type of stuff. So, before we go any further, I just want to get y'all take on the actual tweet. Did y'all feel like it was disrespectful? Or did y'all feel like, man, people just was being performative and kind of taking it too far?
Nah, it was disrespectful, bro. Man almost died out there. I don't want to play nothing if somebody dying while I'm, you know what I'm saying? While we performing. Fuck all this money shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's their brother. That, you know what I'm saying? You going to war with your brother. You just sit up there and watch him die. The paramedics take him off the field. And then, hey, we still got to run some downs.
Hey, real quick, know what I just thought about? I gotta read the tweet just for context.
Okay.
And the player's name is Demar Hamlin. Pardon me, I didn't say that.
Demar Hamlin.
But Skip says, he said, no doubt the NFL is considering postponing the rest of this game, but how? This late in the season, a game of this magnitude is crucial to the regular season outcome, which suddenly seems so irrelevant. So that was the tweet, verbatim. And the tweet before that, he was saying, hey, prayers out to him. This is crazy.
He sent 2 tweets before that.
Yeah. So he was praying for him.
I think he left too much wiggle room for people to view that tweet how they wanted to view it. Mm-hmm. In a sense of, he's seeing it as, fuck him. Let's worry about football. And really what he meant was, hey, how we further on, how's this football schedule going to go on? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to him. But if you leave wiggle room out there for perception of how the other person wants to do, you just come out and say, hey, I didn't mean like that. I'm sorry. Sorry that you perceived it that way. This is what I meant. Prayers to him. That's all you got to do.
Right.
But he didn't do that.
He doubled down.
He doubled down on it. Mm-hmm. I meant what I said in this tweet, and that is what it is. I'm not apologizing. Mm-hmm. And he's getting backlash because he got from previous times of him going at Shannon Sharp and other players and stuff like that. So, I mean, it was built up. He never apologizes for when he says something wrong. And I think this is just a moment where, he didn't mean it that way. And he had 2 previous tweets before then, wishing Hamlin a full recovery. And it's sad to see this. And a tweet after that, he said the same thing. But, just come out and apologize for the tweet and then, get on with it.
Yeah, I think him and Shannon going to break up.
Well, you're jumping a little bit ahead. We're going to play a clip. Hold on. Because Shannon Sharp was not there the next day after this happened. Everybody was like, oh, man, what's going to happen? What's Shannon Sharp going to say? Whatever. Next day came, Shannon Sharp was not there. Skip was up there by himself with crocodile tears.
But he apologized, and he apologized for the fucking show. He didn't apologize for what he tweeted.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He apologized because the show wasn't going to be ran the same way that everybody normally looks at it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
He apologized because Shannon wasn't there.
Yep.
So how can you apologize for a show that ain't even start yet?
But you can't apologize for the tweet
you know
that
why?
you actually said.
You know why? Because that's his bottom line.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
Right?
He can't
the NFL not his bottom line.
Mm-mm.
So y'all got to play this game. But when it affects your bottom line, you want to apologize. Like, nah, you can't have it both ways, baby.
When I first read it, I didn't like it at first. But then I was, in the moment like everybody else. Mm-hmm. And just knowing how Skip is, just from how he tweets his live thoughts, like literally. He's just as he's thinking about it, he's just coming out and pressing send, texting out, pressing send. Mm-hmm. So I understand because that's honestly was probably in a few people's minds, like damn, that's crazy. Like what they gonna do? Like I'm just some people are just curious as what are the next moves are gonna be,
speculating,
and not just simply praying for Hamlin and that's it. That's all. People really curious to know. Is the NFL gonna, keep this game rolling? Because then if they do, like that's fucked up. Mm-hmm. Or are they gonna cancel? Or are they gonna postpone it? I mean, those are actual thoughts that go through people's head. Him tweeting that out, that's what made it look bad. So I get it, but I wouldn't have done it, and I don't think he should have done that. Just being in the position that he was in.
Yeah, and I mean, this is another thing too. Skip is heavy on social media, so you are aware that, hey, man, it's a sensitive time right now. Anything outside of, hey, when we praying for him, this crazy, I can't believe this happened, should be off limits. You know what I'm saying? That it's just being, and that goes with reading the room. It's just certain things just shouldn't be said. You're right. I'm sure it was way more people than him thinking, but damn, how's this going to affect the situation? They said they're just going to end the game right now. Like, this is for the AFC title right here. This is a big-ass game. But you don't say that. Right. You know what I'm saying? But he did tweeted it, caught the backlash. He showed up the next day. This was part of what he had to say. I'm going to play this, and then we're going to, gauge his sincerity level. Just sincerity level. What's your thoughts?
I don't think it would, to me.
I can't assume that man's sincerity level of how he was feeling, whether it was for Demar Hamlin or the fact that he was getting crushed on social media, whatever it is. But I know he ain't apologized like he should have, in my opinion. So I really don't give a damn if he was sad, crying, or whatnot. That ain't no fucking apology to me.
So, what was your thoughts when you first heard the apology?
I thought it was fake. Matter of fact, I waited to go to work just so I could see that first part.
Mm. And we can't assume, sorry, Otis, we can't say that was his apology for the tweet. Because the media is saying that that's his apology. He ain't say that was his apology for the tweet.
Hell no, it wasn't apology for the tweet.
So I think the media is really making it like, oh, this is his apology for the tweet. And he already said he ain't apologizing for the tweet. So
then he not taking it down.
We can't say that that's his apology. He ain't apologizing. So I don't want to, get that misconstrued, like, oh, hey, this is his apology. Nah, this ain't. We just assuming his apology. He ain't apologizing for shit.
Nope.
Except for the show. It ain't going how it's supposed to go. And I got to hold on.
My bottom line is affected, baby. I got to apologize to my peoples.
He meant what he said.
And then the next day.
To him, he wasn't offending nobody.
Shannon Sharp come on and you interrupt him.
Wait. We're going to get to that clip, man. I need you to respond to your initial thoughts when you seen Skip the next day, man. Say what he just said. What was your thoughts on that?
Nothing.
You thought it was bullshit?
Nothing. No comment. Keep it pushing.
All right. Well, the next day, Shannon did show up. And just this is to start the show. He tried to give his thoughts on it. I'm going to play it. And then we're going to react to how that played out. Mm-hmm. Smooth. I'm coming right to you on your thoughts on how that played out, man.
My dog out, you hear me? If you need somebody to talk next to you, boy, I got you. Got you, boy. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, he was right. Everything, man, look. Man, and then you can see that what's his name? Skip felt some type of way with him bringing it up. You get what I'm saying? And he didn't want to apologize for it. And then Shannon let some stuff go behind the scenes that they was talking about with the people above them wanting him to offer an estimation about what was going on. Like, what was that tweet about? Like, you know what I'm saying? And I guess they smoothed it over before he came back. You know, so yeah, I think it was a problem, and that's why he wasn't there, because of that tweet. That's why he said, "I hope you'll take it down."
Yeah, I think as soon as he said, "Hey, I'm not going to respond to conjecture and innuendos and none of that right there told me everything I need to know about why he missed." Because at first it was speculated, okay, well, he just had a new grandchild and he wanted to be there, for whatever. But when he came and said that, I was like, oh yes, he probably tried to call Skip. They probably got into an argument, and he was like, you know what, man, I'm not going to be up there.
Just like that,
straight up.
Because he called him
for sure.
Bro, what's up with this tweet?
Sure, because Shannon actually played on the field. So it's like anybody that ever played before understand, hey, man, it's just certain things. Because that's what I was telling my wife. Man, my wife was talking about it. And I was just like, man, I done played football most of my life. I've never seen anything like that before. I done seen people knocked out, and then they come over there with the ammonia stick, wake them right up. You know what I'm saying? They may be a bit woozy, whatever.
They hit them with that.
Yeah, but just not moving at all.
Yeah.
Like to where they got to bring the stretcher. And even, so we didn't see the stretcher come out. And they'll get on the stretcher and they put the thumbs up. Hey, man, it's all good. It's like, all right, well, damn, he hurt, but, he's still, whatever. he couldn't even give us that on the field. Like, they stopped the game completely.
I knew he had died when he stood up and then he fell. Because if you ever seen somebody faint, like they fall in pieces, right? He fell. His whole body fell, like everything. Like it's like something left him. You get what I'm saying? Like if you see him fall, he just falls straight down. You get what I'm saying? But when you see somebody faint, it's a different type of fall. Like you gotta see the difference. Like you ever see people faint, like they fall in pieces, like they trying to catch themselves because they can feel themselves doing that. A cardiac arrest thing, like with your heart stopping, you're not really feeling that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think he was moving just on pure adrenaline is what got him off of the ground. And then once he stood up and everything leveled out, then that's when his heart just gave out on him. And then, again, the heart ain't nothing to play with. The heart control everything. It controls the blood pump to every limb, every outer extremity of your body. So once that heart stops, it's like everything stops. And that's what happened. He just fell like a sack of potato. Like it was crazy. And then that's the wild part. That's what I'm thinking. Like even on the second fall, I'm like, oh yeah, he probably got concussion for that. Cause he fell and the back of his head slapped that ground hard as hell. You know what I'm saying? With no defense. I done seen people that are in control.
Yeah, cause dude hit him in the chest and they both fell. As soon as he got up, he just dropped.
Yeah.
Dropped.
Yeah. So like I say, I done seen, defenders who are conscious fall, or just players in general, conscious fall and they head hit that turf and they got to stay there for a minute. But yeah, for him to just fall limp and that, I'm like, oh damn, yeah, this is gonna be crazy. But I didn't think it was gonna be that crazy. I'm thinking, okay, 3-4 minutes, couple minutes, they're gonna be able to get him up out of there.
Nigga felt lifeless.
And yeah, they couldn't wake him up. So could you imagine like being a parent in the stands watching that? Which is gonna be my next question. Does that deter y'all from allowing y'all kids to play football?
Man. No, because you got to remember, most people that make it to the league, bro, they be the first in their family to get some real paper. They know the sacrifices they putting up. They know what they betting on. They betting on their health. They betting on, you know what I'm saying, a limb never break on them and all this type of stuff to take that ability away for them to feed their family. So they know the gamble they take. All of them know the gamble they take. You know what I'm saying? But it's high risk, high reward out here.
Nah, but Smooth, you jumping ahead. I'm saying before that, thoughts of NFL even come to mind. Let's say Lil Matt, he gets to that age and he said, "Daddy, I want to play football." Are you gonna deter him because of that?
No, I'm gonna tell him, hey, this is a dangerous game. Just like if he come to me and he want to box, which I hope he box. I would rather him box so I can talk shit and want to whoop a parent ass. But any sport that he gonna play. If he tell me he want to play, I'm going to tell him the risk of it all. If you still want to play, we going at it. Full speed ahead. You know what I'm saying? But you will know the risk of everything that you're going to play or everything you want to do. So, I think it shouldn't. Bro.
Kenny, did that make you have second thoughts? You have a son and he's like, "Daddy, I want to play ball." Did that make you like, wait a minute, maybe we should get this a little more thought? Like, what came to your mind in that aspect? Or nothing. You said, fuck, we just gonna let him. You know what I mean?
Comes with the game, man. I mean, shit like that happens. I mean, that's just like if you're the child that want to go into the military. Y'all see that as an honor. Go out there and get shot. It's a risk to all this shit, and I wouldn't want him to choose that passion just to think of it as his only financial way of getting somewhere.
Right.
Because, a lot of motherfuckers go broke anyway, so you only got 5 year extent. 5 years of that money ain't gonna last you for the next 40 years of your life anyway. So I would just have a set plan as to, okay, when it comes down to these issues or injuries we go see a real doctor, and what they say we going with. We ain't rolling with no, "Oh, but Dad, I want to do this." Nah, we ain't rolling with that. The doctor say, "Your ass you play another down, this gonna happen." We done with it.
Yeah.
You done with it. I'm not supporting that. I'm not doing that. So, it's things that come with every job and career field you go with. Shit. My job, damn, I deal with sulfuric acid every day. So, you gonna tell me stop messing with that? Hell no. Nah. It's a freak accident. Shit happen. Driving a damn car every day.
Facts.
Oh. Coming from a family of football players, we in the same family. Football is religion. in our family. That's just what it is. But did that make you kind of give things a second thought?
Not at all. Not at all. So first off, prayers to Demar Hamlin and his family. No, man, that didn't affect it at all because that was kind of a freak incident. It was a cardiac arrest. Yes, he did have a little, because he got hit in the chest a little bit, catching him on the tackle. But, man, we've seen cardiac arrests from people playing basketball. They'll literally be, after a bucket or something, they'll jog down the court, fall out. Mm-hmm. It's happening in many sports. So that could really happen at any time. You could be as healthy as you want to be. Sometimes shit just happens. So, no, I wouldn't take my kid away from playing football. I mean, just letting them know that it is a dangerous sport, to be as careful as you can, of course, but injuries are a part of the game. You literally running at people. They say it's like a car crash. Every time you tackle somebody, it's like a car crash.
Yeah.
So you putting your body on the line and you sacrificing yourself. The only thing I would wish is that their money be guaranteed.
Yeah.
That's about the only thing, because had he, passed away, you know what I'm saying, would they even do the right thing to keep his family afloat? So
I think because they got so much attention, they would. Mm-hmm. Because he's the first one, and that just got man, 24 years old.
Right.
So I think they would have did it. But
most instances, like, you break your leg, ACL.
Yeah, it's over.
Hope you did right with your money, baby.
Coach.
I mean, but that's the same way a regular job. Mm-hmm. You only got insurance for up to, like my job, I think I got insurance for up to like $400,000, $200,000 if I die. If I get killed on a job, $400,000. So if I had a family right now at the age of 32, $400,000 ain't gonna last them for the rest of
right
at all
30 years.
Mm-hmm. It's a hell of a jump start though, but it won't last.
It's the same thing with their job. I mean, now if he talking about somebody getting multiple concussions,
right? Tua,
you got to stop.
Yes.
Now if I'm a father, I'm telling Tua, you done.
If it's brain injuries, absolutely. Then I'm saying you got to pack this shit up.
Damn.
Absolutely.
Eating that 2 concussions in less than 3 weeks.
Yeah,
I get it.
And the second one was, like a normal fall on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
No,
I get it. But
his brain is on soup alert.
Yeah, that tells me he came back too early from the first one.
Hell, he played that game.
Yeah,
He kept playing through the game after that hit.
Like, tell me he came back too early. And if I was him, I would have sat. I'd have said, look, let me sit down for 4 weeks.
The doctor even said, one of the doctors was like, you should retire.
Damn.
That was his advice. Because of the injury, because it was so severe, he should retire. But everybody got to make their money.
But at the same time, he a grown man. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Grown man. You know what I'm saying? We don't know his family implications on finances and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because most people that make it to the league come from backgrounds that ain't got no money. That's just how it works. Most people that's going to them type of things ain't coming with nothing, bro. So they'll rather put it up. They'll rather put their life on the line and make sure everybody else behind them good and kill themselves. Then walk away from the game and try to figure it out.
But that's when you got to figure out what's good. Mm-hmm. Can you not survive on $70,000 salary?
That's the thing.
When you getting paid $5 million a year, $10 million a year.
That's the thing. You living off $1 million or $2 million, something like that.
And then the next year, I'm about to play like shit.
Right.
I'm gonna ride out this contract. Get this bread that I'm getting. I'm just not gonna get my bonuses. Mm-hmm. Not gonna be. But hey, shit, if Andrew Luck and all them could do that, shit, motherfuckers retire right then and there. I ain't doing this. I'm done. Mm-hmm. I'm out of here.
Didn't he sign like $100 million or something like that?
Yeah,
he left.
Andrew Luck. Yeah,
he signed $100 million. Then when he got majority of the money, he did, which is smart.
But yeah, I mean, I think
so. That's
situations.
what I think Tua gonna do. I think Tua will do that too.
Yeah, I mean, situations like this definitely make you think about, your mortality. I know, like when we young, I know when I was young, I was playing football, I felt invincible. I feel like, man, I don't give a fuck what happened out here. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? Our coaches be like, as long as you ain't half-assed, and when you get to thinking about it too much, that's when you get hurt. So it's like you don't even think about that. It's like I'm thinking of who I can hurt, who I can punish, who I can do this at. It's always the next play. But I think that type of situation right there, and again, I'm football to the heart. Like it was, daddy, grandpa, all the way uncles, all the way down. You know what I'm saying? But that right there made me be like, damn. Like that was the first time that I thought, well, maybe I'm not gonna push my kid to play. Cause for a while, like I was like, man, my son playing. I don't give a damn about none of that what y'all talking about. But that right there made me be like, well, I mean, if he don't want to play, it's cool.
Oh yeah,
I wouldn't force my kid to play
for sure. Yeah,
football. I wouldn't. They would be in some kind of activity, but
right.
You know, you got soccer, baseball, basketball. You got to play some kind of activity. Kickball. You run around the house. We can do gymnastics. I don't care. Your ass is getting out this house. We ain't gonna sit on this game, this computer. You're gonna be active. But I mean, I'm not gonna choose one of the most, vicious sports out there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a situation where like you don't even realize the damage that the sport is doing to you until you get done playing. It's just like most of these players is not playing 15 years.
So is football more dangerous than boxing? Would y'all say?
As far as head trauma? Hell no. I don't think it's head trauma wise, but on
hitting the head every time.
Full body wise, yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you got ankles, you got shins, you got knees, hips, all that.
That's why I would say football is more dangerous.
But
that's why I would say that.
But I don't know.
But see,
I said not as far as head trauma.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm talking
boxing.
overall.
Overall, yeah, I would say as far as your body was, yeah.
Okay.
But I wouldn't even let my son. I don't know. Boxing a little different for me. I can't sit there and see my son get beat.
Shit, we getting out. Yeah,
That dude who recently died from boxing.
A lot of boxers that died from.
Yeah, like it'd be like a day or two after the match because they done got so much brain swelling and shit.
It'd be hard for me to sit there and look at my kid would get beat on, even if they winning. But
boxing might be more dangerous.
Come back with a
boxing might be more dangerous.
black eye.
I think boxing on the position you play, man.
But boxing had more deaths versus football.
Well, you dealing with head trauma.
Like when you see them fights though, them particular fights where people done died from, I think it's only one that I've seen that's just been it wasn't an accident. Nigga hit him in the back of the head, the Mexican dude.
Oh, rabbit puncher.
He rabbit punched him. He hit him in the back of the head. You get what I'm saying? He paralyzed and crazy now. But everything else, the refs should have stopped them fights early. But they let them fight. They let them keep going.
But yes, but a lot of those is prize fights, man. So it's like millions of dollars on the line. You don't want to be in the ref, as a ref, 5th round, and they got 7 rounds left, and you stopping them or just because you think, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of them be trying, okay, let me make sure.
Ego.
Because I don't want to mess this up because this millions of dollars on the line. So it's tough.
Don't let me be in the corner because that towel's getting thrown
out there.
Ding, ding, ding.
Because you got
We got our bread. Get up out of there.
If you to the level of fighting for millions of dollars, if you to the level of fighting for millions of dollars, bro, in that instant, even if you losing, you got at least 3 more fights in you to fight for millions.
That's true.
But
why would you risk your life on this one?
Because you can't lose. I'd rather go out fighting
Come on, man.
than just quit.
We'll tell them the guard is great.
Everybody gonna talk about you. You gonna have the media. You gonna have your teammate.
Tell them the guard is grill. Your hands ain't big enough. They, you know what I'm saying? They ain't quick enough.
Your hands can be quick as they want. All it takes is one.
That's it.
That's it. We literally seen great ones get caught with one and go down.
And if that's the case, my son get whipped. He got to whip me in the ring too.
We jumping over.
Let's go. I'm full of energy.
Hey, man, that's like that Mayweather. Goddamn, who's the other dude from Brooklyn? The short black dude, Zal Judah. Mayweather and Zal Judah. Everybody ran in the ring was throwing hands.
Hey, if Matt's son anything like Matt,
if he anything like me, boy, he gonna be throwing
in the ring.
Shit.
He gonna stand there. You better not come over here.
The whole world know better than that. The whole world know
You
better
gonna
than
have
that.
an off the fist. You better not come over
The
here.
whole world know better than that.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
real quick though, while we on boxing, just real quick predictions. Tank Davis versus
That's tonight.
He gonna knock this dude out.
who I got up?
Tank.
Versus who?
Garcia.
Let me say it like this. If
thinking too
Garcia keep him away from him, I got Garcia. If he keep him away from him, I got Garcia. Real shit. If he keep him away from him, Garcia gonna beat him.
Kenny, who you got?
I already said Tank. Huh?
Tank.
Tank.
I'm going Tank too. All right.
Play around with these dudes.
Look at
But
me.
yeah.
We're going to keep this thing.
Prayers for Demar Hamlin, man,
definitely.
for
Definitely.
real.
Yeah, that right there.
And he recovering. That's good news too. Mm-hmm. They said he's supposed to be like, I think, scheduling a meeting with the team or something. Mm-hmm. So, but he got a lot more emotion too about his throat and stuff. He talking a little bit.
Know one thing. Talk about inspiration, boy. Man, Bills gonna be hard to beat in these playoffs, man.
Man, they going out first round.
Facts.
Versus who?
Don't matter.
They gonna have a bye. They gonna have a bye first round.
Patriots.
Chiefs just clinched it today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Chiefs
just won. Chiefs won. Early.
Well, no. I can't say clinched it because they gotta play. No, they gotta
play this game. Yeah, that
on the 18 week. They playing in the 18 week.
This is week 18.
Nah, the Bills didn't finish.
I thought they weren't. They're not going to have that game.
Yeah, they ain't coming back. That game is done.
That game is done.
So how is it going to happen? Like, how does that affect the whatchamacallit?
I don't know. I just read somewhere where they're not.
But they're not going to reschedule anything. I don't know if they're going to call it like it was or what. But yeah, they're not going to reschedule it.
Wow.
So Chiefs clinched.
Okay, well in that case, yeah, damn. Well, all right. Well, we're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna stay in sports. There's been a transition being made. In the transgender community, a lot of they got it. Man, that's crazy. But yeah, so with the uprising of the transgender community, and one big I guess polarizing issue has been should somebody that was born a man be able to compete in women's sports, even though he identified as being part of the transgender community. So recently they had a debate. There was a woman versus transgendered woman, and this is how the debate went. So I'm gonna play it, and I want to get y'all take on who had the point.
Women should not compete in female sports.
Society looks at the whole binary. Oh, this trans woman was once a man, so of course she's going to always have the agility that a cisgender woman can't. There are some cisgender women who have higher level of testosterone.
There will be anomalies of very strong women and things like that. But we've known for all of human existence that men are stronger and have more physical capacity than women.
That's been the societal constructive.
If I go down to the street and I pick 100 men and 100 women and I say, fight each other right now, or play tug of war, something like that. Who is going to win? The men are going to win. Statistically, we know this to be true. The science is very much definitive.
I would just say there's a cognitive dissonance within science that still needs to be worked out around it. So go ahead.
I would disagree about the cognitive dissonance in science. I think it's very cut and clear, though, as far as men and their physical advantages, where women have other advantages. We know this. Trans women.
That's why I like what UFC did. UFC said, "Oh, transgenders, y'all want to fight? Y'all gonna fight each other."
Exactly.
Y'all gonna fight each other. We ain't gonna let y'all be in the ring with no women. We ain't doing that. And that's how it needs to be. Y'all want to play in these sports? If it's enough for y'all gonna play your own sport. You know what I'm saying? You see what's going on with the transgender woman that just did the little pool shit. Broke all them fucking records that a woman never would touch. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Come on, they acting like they gonna see a woman Michael Phelps in their lifetime. Come on, bro.
It ain't happening, though.
Sounds to me like y'all are not respecting.
Man, it's not what
I am.
Bullshit, bro.
I am, but it needs to be because you still biologically made
facts
the other way, your original way.
Facts.
Just like Tizzy said, that's
that they got shit to do with cognitive dissonance. No.
Say it's cognitive dissonance.
So you telling me a woman in our lifetime, let's say a woman 100 years from now, a runner of what? What did you say run? A 9.58?
I was gonna make that point.
Hey, will a woman ever run? Hey, will a woman ever run 9.58?
We don't know.
They banned. They took.
We don't know.
They stripped away. I forgot what country it was, but there was a lady. Two instances happened. One, they banned her. Well, they stripped her because her testosterone was too strong.
That's real.
And she was a woman. Mm-hmm. And then there was another one who was who did become transgender, and they took theirs away too once they found out. Bro, every time somebody has been transgender and went to the women's side, they dominated.
Not just one. They made it undeniable.
There was another one like in wrestling. It was like a wrestling thing, like dominated. Nigga went undefeated.
Bro.
This nigga was grabbing coochie in the wrestling.
Bro.
Fair. Bro, I can't make this up, bro. It's no. You
Not just one. Fuck the win. It ain't enough for them to win. I'm going to dominate over here.
Dog.
All I'm saying.
And all of them did that.
All I'm saying is that people should be respected.
We are.
We respect
for what it is that they classify as.
Create your own arena.
That's it.
Because again, if you think back in history to the black community, right? They try to keep us. Why you doing that?
Fam, B. I'm not even funny. I'm not even being funny.
Wait. Let me finish my point. If you think back to the black community, right? When everything was separate but equal.
Yes.
Right? There were marches and civil rights and things of that nature, protests to kind of go against that. Why? Because if we separated it like that, then those people would get, that group would get less than ideal, facilities and events and coverage and things of that nature. The same way the people in the black community back in the day, it was separate but equal. But they had dirty bathrooms, dirty water fountains.
No, we didn't. We was thriving.
Things of that nature.
But we was thriving. When we had our own shit and had structure, we was thriving.
Hey, even if it was that for black people, yeah, it was that. But when it came down to playing the sport, we was still fucking them up. Still winning.
We was thriving.
Even if they was cheating, they was trying to cheat with the whistle.
We was still winning.
They was holding the whistle. We still was making another album.
That's what I'm saying.
I ain't trying to hear that, bro.
That's all I'm saying.
I ain't trying to hear that, dog.
B, if you take the top 300, remember we looked this up one time, to the top 300-400 men in U.S. Olympics, the top 300-400, the number one woman don't even rank up there.
At all.
Nowhere.
At all.
Nowhere.
And you got a transgender man saying, you know what? Let me get out this 300 men. Let me go over here with these women. And he go.
It's not fair, bro. It's not fair.
He break the record.
It's not fair.
Not by a point. Not by just a point
5 seconds.
He go. Yeah. He go over there, run a 9.5, talking about, hey, I'm a woman.
Fam, no.
Can you imagine you saying?
Phone.
Coming out, hey, when he retired, hey, man, I'm a transgender woman now. Let me go run with the women. And he gonna break their records too.
We gotta respect his pronouns. That's all I'm saying.
B, not
gonna
funny.
Stay on this.
The fastest woman ever is Florence Griffith Joyner.
Flojo. Yeah.
Guess what she ran?
A 10 something.
A 10.49.
Yep.
Niggas run that in high school.
You won't even make the Olympic team.
Men are running that in high school, bro.
But there's also advanced technology.
Here you go. Here you go.
Testosterone.
Bro, you know people that was running 10s in high school.
No, but
From 2008.
They also had some niggas that should have been in college that was running. But that's neither here nor there.
But I'm just saying. So that's what I'm saying.
Nah,
bro.
I feel y'all.
And this is a professional athlete.
Look, man, we got a pod, man. I gotta try to represent the other side, man. That's all I'm saying. But do I agree with it, man? Hell nah, man. Yeah. Come on, man. We all watched the movie Joanna, man. Yeah,
Joanna, man, she was dominating. And I'm talking dominating.
Could you imagine LeBron James today? He come out and say, look, man, I want to classify as woman.
You could put a college student, a D2 kid out there in the WNBA, and he's still probably dominating.
Ain't no probably to it. Ain't no probably to it. A D2 kid, 6'5", say I'm a woman, he gonna go to the Hall of Fame in the women's league.
I'm trying to see how
it's real, dog.
But my question would be this though, and then we're gonna get off this because I don't want to stay on this too long. If y'all had to implement them, what would y'all think would be the most efficient and fair way to do it?
Give them their own. Just like
Give
us
them their
men.
own separate leagues.
It's like us men and us naturally born women got our own shit.
Transgender.
Give them their own shit. Like the UFC just did.
Yep.
UFC got their own, gave them their own shit. Two transgenders gonna fight each other.
Yep.
What do you do with kids that's in high school?
Have them with their own sport. If it's enough of y'all.
But you know it ain't gonna be enough.
If it's enough of y'all.
11 kids for football, 5 for basketball.
How much did he drop?
I mean, shit got to
get up. Yeah, nigga, he put a wig on.
Yeah, I see that.
He on the fast break.
He's out there doing them group
catching alleys.
That's messed up. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving. Look here, man. Speaking
Y'all wrong for that. I ain't laughing.
I can't get involved.
He put a wig gonna go out there and be dunking on him. Look at that.
Got to catch him one hand alleys. Come on, man.
You play 7-on-7. Right?
Man.
Star athlete, might add. Didn't you win a trophy too?
Yep, got a couple trophies in that room.
Didn't get trophy trophy. Now, if you played against all women,
they probably
would you think?
I would have got dominated.
Nah. Hey, during that time, Kitty say, I wouldn't have got tackled. I wouldn't know what a tackle felt like.
Let them tackle.
Or you would have start giggling and shit.
What you doing? Where you go? How you doing?
Nigga been
She ain't got the ball no more. Oh, my bad.
Nigga been trying to create piles for no reason.
Trying to grab the flag on the top.
Hold on. Touch.
All right, man. We're going to keep it moving. Speaking of unrealistic expectations, it was a woman that came out. She was talking about her wedding day.
Oh, my God.
And how much should be spent on it. She said something to the liking of $250,000. I'm going to play the argument, and I want to get y'all take on what she had to say.
Deserve to be somebody's wife.
$250,000. $200,000. The type of wedding you want, that's how much it costs. You're bugging the we gonna invest that. My job as a man is to hold the household down, and she hasn't worked in years. I'm not spending $250,000 on a wedding. I'm not doing it.
So you have no plans on getting married?
I have plans on getting. Let's go to City Hall.
I'm not a City Hall bitch.
Not to you.
Stop saying City Hall because shit about to get left. Like I'm telling you right now.
At the end of the day, I love you more than life itself. But you gotta be easy with all this.
Love ain't enough. How long you plan on being broke?
All that word broke. Out your mouth.
You
That's
saying
not
it costs
broke.
too much?
That's smart.
Broke people behavior.
That's smart. All right. Listen, you call it broke. You know what I'm saying? Leave and see what your ass gonna be.
250 bands.
And if you don't spend it, you broke.
She ain't worked a day in her life.
Get somebody else to do it.
That came from his soul.
He been wanting to get that
He ain't
off.
worried about it. He get married to her.
She ain't worked in years.
He been waiting to get that off.
He put the emphasis on
He ain't
years.
getting married to her.
Bro, no.
You know he ain't getting married to her.
No.
He ain't know she ain't going for no City Hall marriage. That's why he don't care.
They wild for posting
But he
that.
also know
They wild
that
for posting that.
she like just like she said, that's broke people behavior. You worried about some money that you ain't even earned.
Fam, he ain't getting married to her.
How you gonna tell me what to do with my money?
You know what I'm saying? You
That's
ain't earned.
our money.
That ain't our shit. We not married
We not
yet.
married.
We not married, baby.
If I left today, I have no consequences. I'm out. You know what I mean? Soon as he would have said, you broke, I'd have said, you know what, you right. I'm too broke for our relationship.
Yep,
You know why
goddamn right.
You know why he ain't dropped it? Because he got her on a leash.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, she rely on that man.
Yep.
That's it.
Her calling him broke, he like, you know I ain't broke. You gonna get back in this house and do what I say do.
So stupid ass back in here.
No, I ain't taking you to City Hall. No, you can ask for a $50,000 wedding.
Hey, see?
I still ain't gonna give it to you because now I'm not ready.
And that's why I don't
My down now.
Because you ain't worked in years.
Bro,
He was waiting to get that off. He was waiting.
Ain't no way, boy.
Did y'all have that conversation on live? Ain't providing nothing to the household except headaches.
That's it.
Worked in years. Nah,
bro.
we ain't going.
Sorry.
250,000? Hell no.
Do they got kids together?
I'm not sure. All I'm seeing was a clip.
It won't even matter.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get that far. Or if he's smart, he would not marry no woman like that. That's just my take.
He's smart.
So
That's why he ain't proposed yet.
yeah.
And she don't want no courthouse, boy.
Ain't even no
Another
engagement.
courthouse bitch.
You about to be.
Well, go get you some wedding money. You know, you want $250,000. That I'd have said, you want $250,000 wedding? I got my bill 25 right now. Right now.
Go half on a wedding.
You go half on the wedding. Let me see if you climb up to this, I'll pay for the whole thing.
Go get your broke ass daddy to come off the money like what should have been happening
You know what I'm
traditionally.
saying? You know what I'm
Traditionally,
saying?
the daddy pay for the wedding. Get your broke
Goddamn,
ass daddy to come over.
she done burnt all them
125.
bridges. You hear me? She done burnt all them bridges. That's dead.
Damn.
But yeah, that's what I told her right there on camera. Hey, that's my bill 25 right there. If you come with a bill 25, you can tuck that. I'll pay for the rest. I'll pay for your side too if you come with a bill 25.
You didn't call me broke.
Not after
I say
that.
City Hall
Not after that.
And you want to get heated now.
Yeah.
You just disrespected me on TV, and I just said City Hall.
See, but that'll tell you.
He said how much he loved her. He said he loved her with his soul.
But women put monetary values on love and on the weddings and on the rings and all that. If you lost that ring the day you got married, bro, y'all still married. You still married.
We wouldn't have been together after that show.
Yeah, that should have been over with.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, we'd have been dead. We'd have been dead.
That should have been over with. But all right, man, we're gonna stay on the topic of marriage. There was another clip came out that said there is no perfect time to get married. I'm gonna play the clip. Get y'all take on what they had to say.
Tell you this. There is no such thing as a perfect time to get married because you are and frankly should always be in a constant state of building. You should always be in a state of transition, always be in a state of change and growth and learning. And so if you feel like, let me get myself together, then I'll get married, that's never going to happen. And so frankly, it shouldn't happen. And typically by the time people feel like, all right, now I'm ready, typically they're in a state of decline. So I would say don't let that be the hindrance. Don't let that be the hindrance.
You gotta be scared.
You want to build with somebody. You want to learn. And here's the thing. Marriage is the process of two becoming one. What that means is if you think you got it all figured out, your spouse is going to work some stuff out of you that you thought you figured out. Right. So you need to be ready to accept that. Like, don't go into the marriage thinking, this is who I am, take it or leave it. It's like, no, this is who I am today.
Right.
But I'm willing to build with you and become something else. I tell you this.
I'm gonna be a player no more.
I'm not a player, I just crush a lot.
I'm gonna find someone I can live my life on.
That nigga was talking on that record.
Hey.
All right. She said there is no perfect time to get married because as a couple, you should always be building and learning each other and adding to the pot and things like that. So there is no place of plateau to where it's like, okay, boom, we here. Let's go on and get married. What's your thoughts on that?
It's a fact, though.
You agree, Smooth?
Yeah, I agree, of course.
I mean, that's something you've always preached.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I feel like, man, you should be looking for your partner while you building it. You get what I'm saying? Especially if you can catch it early. That shit looks so marvelous when you building it with your partner and y'all just looking at each other like, look at this shit we done put together. If you already built it by yourself and your partner come in, you gonna feel a little shysty if they try to change some shit. That's just how it works. That's the selfishness that you done built up in yourself. And you didn't even know it. So it would be best to just build it with your partner. Or if you got it all together and you get somebody, you know what I'm saying, destroy that shit. And what I mean by destroy it, like, just like, you ain't gotta sell it. You can just, you know what I'm saying, come off the shit, you can rent it out to somebody and then y'all build something for y'all. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But you, like, I be seeing people, I'm gonna buy my house and then they gotta move in with me. So if something happen, they gotta move. Maybe marriage don't work like that. Something happen, you gotta come off that house anyway. Why? Because I want half of that. I want half of that. This was my dream too. You just reached it before I got there. So yeah, man, I would say, like she said, bro, like, build it with somebody. And it's funner, man. And the unknown like that, bro, like with your partner, bro, like, it feels so much better building it like that. Because everything is unknown. Where you gonna live, the car y'all gonna drive, the house, the neighborhood, the school district, you know what I'm saying, the way y'all gonna raise y'all kids, how y'all view each other, the years of change, family around you that you see is phone, like all that shit is laughing pots when you guys are building, bro. So, yeah, that's what I said.
How I see it, man, it's a process. It's not, you got to just find a sweet spot and just find that person that works for you. Because I get where Smooth coming from, then I begin where you be coming from, where you want to be established and you want to be focused, you want to have everything in order, and they just come on and it's, you know, somewhat an easy transition. But then if you're in a position where you already have it all together, to me, you kind of going to have your guard up a little bit because you have everything established. Mm-hmm. It's like, this is what I'm used to. I know what works for the most part, know what doesn't work. But then when you're building with someone, you always hear about those stories where you'll help build somebody up, y'all build up together or whatever, and then one person takes everything and leaves, or they leave for somebody else, like a woman helping a man that wasn't all the way there, and you know, he went from a bum to making X amount of money and he dipped and started dating somebody else or cheat on or, you know, all these different things. So you hear stories from both sides and it never sound pretty. So again, you just got to find that person in like that time. I mean, I would just say just have your shit together. Be able to at least afford your own place, like all the basic necessities.
The basics.
If you can afford the basic necessities, getting with someone and then building, I don't see nothing wrong with that.
That's real shit. Because most people sleeping on floors anyway.
And if somebody just struggling and you gotta literally carry them along for several years, then yeah, that's not somewhere that you should be. No, either way, male or female. But if y'all both are together and both working towards something, wherever you're at in life, you could be working at Target. Both of y'all work at Target, whatever. Like you can still afford a place together and bust that down and make it work until the man is able to, you know, take care of most of the bills. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. It's going to be a process. The man is not going to be able to just take care of everything off the rip every single time. That's just not going to happen. You guys have to work together and he has to save or you have to save and somebody has to make sacrifice in order to get to where y'all want to be. So.
Kenny. Should a man wait to a specific point in time the way he start thinking about marriage, or should he just, hey man, I should be looking early for my partner and then I can build it with her? What's your thoughts from an ideal perspective?
I think looking early would be probably the best way to go about it. But also in the sense of when you're looking early that you are ready early.
Correct.
Like there's nothing's perfect, but there's also knowing how you are as an individual and how you would handle this person that you see to spend the rest of your life with. Like if you're staying still on your moral grounds of how you're going to treat this woman, you want that woman to treat you, then you should definitely be finding that person and be ready to settle down. But most of them are just like, oh, hey, I just want a woman, but I don't even stand on my own morals. I'm still going to do bad. I'm still going to act like I'm single out here. And then that's just not going to happen. And you're going to end up divorced. And here you are here today. So, I mean, if you are mature enough at an early age to where, hey, this is the one and I'm going to do my best at this specific marriage as best as I can. Not do no, I mean, you might do some wrong, but wrongs that aren't a detriment to her morals or your morals. And cheating is 9 times out of 10 type of cheating, whatever type of cheating y'all want to name it as, probably as high as your moral list. So don't do that to her and she won't do it to you, Or if she does it to you, then leave. I mean, it go back and forth, but just saying, oh, it's early, I just want to find this person, we just going to work through every bad time that we go through.
Nah, it don't work like that either.
It don't work that way. And if it do, it don't work that way. It don't. I'm just being honest. It don't. Just end up with kids, divorce, and
baby bonds, baby father, fight over kids.
Now you got all other issues going on. But yeah. Let me add one more thing. I want to say I don't think finances should be that big of an instance if you're looking for a partner early.
That's real.
Well, hold on.
When I say finances, I mean that if you are debt free and you are able to control and handle your money correctly, both of y'all are. The way finances go from here on, you shouldn't be worried about having a $90,000 career job
at 23. Yeah,
you shouldn't be worried about making $60,000 at 23, 24 because you're not gonna be making that. You should be worried about being able to sustain yourself and another individual. And if you can sustain yourself and another individual most likely can't do the same thing, you're not gonna be going splitting bills regardless at this young age anyway.
I feel that, yes.
Then it should be okay. If you are a realist in the way the society is right now, I'm not talking about dating no NFL player or no athlete or whatever, not because they still be struggling too anyway. But financially, I think that shouldn't be like the number one seeker and why you settle down is because I'm financially stable now. I'm goddamn making $80,000, $90,000. I could buy this big ass house. I could buy this big. No, I can afford this Honda. We can afford this apartment together. We're both our money put together. If you stay with me, cool. Let's do this.
We don't ever have to worry about lights getting cut off, like bills not being paid. Everything that we need is covered. So I feel it. B.
And I must know.
B say I'm gonna finance it all, man. I want her to take it all from me.
He won't let me get through my monologue.
I'm just gonna skip. All I was gonna say, Skip, was that. I don't necessarily agree with y'all. But I mean, my stance on that has been very clear early. I think that if it can work that way, I mean, sure. But that's a very ideal perspective. It's just like saying, you know, if I could win the lottery, you should live your life like this, you know, just in case you can win the lottery. I mean, yeah, it's possible, but I don't know in terms of stats, in terms of whatever, because the thing about that's not spoken about is that oftentimes when you meet somebody that young, like y'all have a great chance of growing apart. Why? Because you don't know who the hell you are yet. You don't know you don't know what the hell your interests are yet. You know what I'm saying? If you ask most people what they thought they was gonna be in life at 17 compared to what they think they're gonna be in life now at 30 something, you probably gonna get two drastically different answers. So again, when you got somebody with you, and speaking from a male perspective, because you in charge of leading the relationship and leading this woman, and their livelihood is tied on you and kids and all of that different thing. Like, you need to be 100% sure on who you are first, or at least close to 100%. When you that young, it's kind of hard to be that way. So you kind of just figuring it out and just hoping that she stay along for the ride. That is very risky, and I feel like people don't speak to that risk enough. It sounds good. Hey, you can meet somebody young, man. Y'all can ride it out. I mean, sure, if you can, sure. But we also got to speak to the risks of, you know, us having a plan at 18 of me wanting to be a damn regional director in this profession I'm in, and then at 23 wanting to start a podcast, and my podcast take off, and now I'm traveling the country, 2 weekends out of the month now. All of a sudden, shit ain't what we planned. Now, is this woman gonna react? You know, how is she gonna respond to that? How is she gonna be, or vice versa? She started a pod or something. She's traveling 2 or 3 times a month. That may not be what you signed up for. You know what I'm saying? You may not have no inclination to do that. That's just something you wanted to do at 21. Forget it. The pod take off. We start making more money in the pod than I'm doing in my regular job. So, hey, I got to pursue it. So now, as a man or as a woman, you got to be able to roll with the punches. Is that person really willing to roll with the punches? It's a great chance that they not. I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for a quiet life. Us in this, us get us a little house, 1,500 square feet, 2,000 square feet, raise some kids, and that be our lifestyle. But now you're a celebrity. I didn't sign up for that. I didn't sign up for all this attention that we getting and all that, whatever. So, again, I think, as a young person, man, you need to really spend some time and figure out who you are first. And then that way, when you pick your person, and that's, again, not saying it's all about money. I ain't even referenced money one time in terms of decision making when you get older. What I'm saying is knowing what it is, knowing who you are, knowing what you want to do, and finding somebody that's compatible with that. And it's hard to do that when you meet them at 18 or 19. And that's not saying that it doesn't happen. Of course, there's plenty of high school sweethearts still together. You understand me? But just like there's one high school couple that stayed together, it's 100 who was together in high school that are nowhere near each other today.
We talking about high school?
But see, yeah.
I'm talking about just young in general.
When I think of young, I'm thinking like 23.
Right.
I'm not thinking,
that's where I'm at.
I'm not thinking 18.
Oh, okay.
There's no way. There's no way I'm close to 18.
Yeah. 23,
maybe
23, 24.
21 at the youngest. 21 at the youngest.
I would say I hit the lottery.
Because you got to think too, we at our physical peak around that age too. So that's a good time.
Nah, we not at our
physically.
Peak,
yes, you are.
No,
yes, you are.
21?
Physically, yeah. You start declining after 30.
But you're not.
You start declining after 30.
No.
You decline after 30.
Average lifespan, especially for us, average lifespan is like 64, 65, something like that. So 30, you halfway there.
So why
21, you
why
still
is your
peak
21 though?
I'm saying that you getting into your peak. 21 to 30, like that's prime years.
No, I understand that, but what point are you getting at with that? You saying that you're at your physical peak at 21?
You know what I'm saying? So physically, so I can work more. I can, you know what I'm saying, do more things I can be more damaging and take more physical, you know what I'm saying, strain before I get older. Hold on. Because a woman.
What you really saying?
Because your woman, you can knock some of them babies out early. That way y'all can relax as you get older. Like it's going to be harder for her to have babies at, 30 plus. Not, you know what I'm saying? Statistically.
I hear the statistics.
So doing trying to build that foundation, have those kids, do all this stuff in your 20s, I think would be dope. And it's like both of y'all prime years. That way, as y'all get older, by the time you get 50, 55, most of them kids out the house, you can relax instead of you being 55 and raising a 10-year-old. 15-year-old.
I just don't know, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of waiting so long.
But when I'm 55, raising a 10-year-old, 15-year-old, but before 55, I was out here. I went to Spain, Italy, all other places. I experienced life to the fullest. Now I'm just here. I'm relaxed. I'm at home already anyway. Might as well watch these goddamn kids.
You gotta get up every day. You got now you got practice.
What old person you don't know that wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and make some damn coffee?
What I'm saying is you got practice. You're gonna have to be on the road. If your kids playing sports,
they gotta be on the road.
Bro.
So what I'm saying is you're gonna just have more physical energy to do more things.
To chase them around the house.
Early
At
age.
24, 25, bro, I had my first kid, my son. Bro, you don't understand what that costs us, bro.
I know that. But
most people at that age is not ready to pay them what we paid.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Most people are on, like, when they that young and they have them kids, they get on Medicaid and all that type of shit there, right? We didn't have that luxury. We ain't had none of that. We had to pay for the room, for my wife delivery. We had to pay all the bills for my son in the hospital. We had to pay for daycare. Daycare was like $2
use the system
a week.
Y'all was married, right?
Yeah.
If she I'm playing.
Yeah, this boy crack. You know what I'm saying? But
but I mean, y'all, you making my point for me. Is what I'm saying. In a situation, and again, you can look at your situation and say, well, shit, Smooth did it. Man, his wife early, they got married early, they did it. But just look what you're speaking to. He said most people ain't do this, but we made it anyway. So that speaks to odds being beat.
But
that speaks to shit being against y'all that y'all had to overcome.
But that's also, I think that's the beginning of a process, though. You're already starting it, and you can start building it now.
We started building at 21.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
So you started
we was
early.
ready at 24 to have a kid. But what I'm saying is, most people, they don't work together to get ready for 24.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Because at that same moment, we had just bought the crib. Same time we found out my wife was pregnant, we had just bought my first house.
No, I understand exactly what you're saying, but you're making my point for me. That's what I'm saying. Is that you said every time you say, well, most people don't do that, but we did it. Every time y'all say that, it caters to my point.
Yeah.
So I was, but I'm saying
from what you presented. No, yes, I do. From what you presented. No, from what we presented, from what the question was. My opinion is it should be like Smooth started. Start out early. Have your kids. Start stacking your bread. Find your person early. That way y'all can build together and go up instead of me being 30 or whatever, and I'm still in the sense doing my thing. I'm not necessarily ready for marriage. I'm not building. I'm not looking for no house or I don't mind staying in a condo. Or that's not what your mindset is. But if your mindset is family early, then I don't see nothing wrong with that. I was just talking about my opinion on the question. No, I wasn't debating what you said. Right. So yeah.
But again, also I think another point that we got to speak to is the man's mindset with that. It's like you said, you should be family oriented when you're that young. Most men are not. Let's just call a spade, right? And part of the reason is because he's financially inadequate to be. Most men. So again, if he's tasked with these things that early, and then what Kenny just said is a great point in terms of, well, I got to see Spain, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do that. So when I had a kid, I'm chilling, I'm good. Nah, I live my life. Most people don't get to do that, and their kids hinder them early. And that builds resentment within a relationship that's not really spoken on. It's low bubbling, but then one day it kind of bubbles over. So again, you got to deal with all of this type of shit.
Yeah. You need to get that shit together.
And overcome all of this type of shit just to make the family work. And what I'm saying is, most people don't make it through navigating all of that kind of shit because they don't know themselves. They ain't got to live life yet. They ain't got to go out here and experience shit yet. But now I got 2 kids and a husband that I'm in charge of taking care of. I got 2 kids and a wife at 22, 23, 21 years old. That is a rough situation to overcome, and most people don't make it.
Yeah, I wasn't having no kids at 21, 22. They wouldn't have it. That wouldn't happen. But you know what I would tell them when you're young, 24, you got 2 kids and all that shit, bring them kids with you. Goddamn me, like me and my wife, bring them kids with you.
You know how much plane tickets cost, man?
Every time we went on a trip, we took my son and my 2 nieces with us.
Okay, so let me ask you a question to that specifically. Would most people be able to pay for 2 extra tickets to the places that Kenny just named. Do you know how much a ticket to Spain costs?
Yes. You know what I would tell him? Get your hustle up, nigga. Get your hustle up.
I ain't gonna say nothing. Me and my mom and my dad, they took me and my.
You know what I'm saying? It's all I'm saying, bro.
And he was,
we did it.
He wasn't, balling like,
I know
like
a lot of families.
He grew up military
once
life.
a year, they take a big trip.
We go everywhere. Cool. But B has a point. When you that young, most people
don't get me real.
And during those times, we wasn't balling for real. We really wasn't. It's just at that time we.
If I could choose between the two, let's say if I had a choice, have kids at 24 or what age we gonna say the bare minimum?
Oh, I never say
what age are we gonna say the bare?
23, 24.
I had my first son at 24.
Say 23, 24.
No, because I agree with 24. We're gonna go with 21.
Okay, all right. Okay.
And,
19
and getting married at 35. Mm-hmm. Well, starting a family at 35.
Right.
I would probably choose 21 because the odds of me finding somebody that another woman is 35, she had to be. Nowadays, they can't be more than 2 years younger than you nowadays, or else you're gonna be a goddamn predator or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Predator.
And then I got to deal with her having the ability to have kids, me having the ability, my sperm still working well because I'd have been out here running around, drinking, doing whatever, living a rough life, whatever it is.
You can't please her like you want. Your libido is down.
Well, no, we ain't going that far.
Not true. I'm just as a man, your libido is down
I took all these years throwing my back out.
I think by the time I'm 45, they just gonna be 10. By the time I'm 55, they gonna be 20. They can't even drink yet. So my young days being able to move around with my son gonna be like, damn, I can't really do that much. Or with my daughter, or so it's those kind of things I look at now. Yeah, because I don't have any kids.
That's that.
So I'll be like, damn,
you have my same type of thing when it comes to my
But I also know
structure.
that whenever they need something, I can get it to them. It ain't gonna matter what it is. I got a lot of experience. I could. So I mean, it's
but your trips to Spain when you was 25 by yourself with your lady or just by yourself, your bread is different though from 25 to 55. 55, I could take the whole family to Spain.
Yeah, but
for a week instead of you doing 4 days. My
activities when I was 25 in Spain ain't have to worry about none of that. I'm serious. You are when you young, you ain't worried about spending no bread. You chasing.
But I'm saying,
that's in the same age.
But more times than not, you'll have more money to spend when you get older.
Yeah, to flourish, to blow bread. Yeah. But you'll have somebody on your side.
But I can say the trip is not as fun when you got little kids with you. Because you got a chaperone.
1,000% true.
Mm-hmm. You got a chaperone.
You get what I'm saying? 1,000% true.
So, hey, you got to account for that too. Because from that, exactly. Because while they kids all the way up
2 seconds
to the top.
Here, nigga.
Damn.
Hurry up.
I better not be pregnant either.
Hurry up. I'm going to take you 15 seconds.
Blocking, boy. But no, what you were saying, my bad.
But that's real. Like when they young like that, you don't start having fun again for real adult fun again until they're old enough to get their own room next to you.
True.
Like you get the connecting room.
Mm-hmm. They old enough to be with a babysitter.
That's true. You can do that too. But if you like us, we like taking our son places. We want him to be able to enjoy what we enjoy.
He'll see that.
You get what I'm saying? But the moment he is able to get his own room, then we'll be slamming.
He gonna be 15 years old. Hey, you ever been to Spain?
I'm gonna be from
back when I was 4 years old. I was in Spain.
When I'm from the city.
What was it like? I don't know.
I don't remember.
Just go in the bathroom real quick.
Lord have mercy. Look here,
got to be in the bed.
On that note, man, we're going to get into
all the dresses, everything in there.
Quick Hits brought to us by Beatbox.
Hey, if I'd have been in the hotel room, it didn't been used.
It have been used.
Y'all better wipe it all down. Wipe everything down.
All right, man. First one, this clip was viral. Everybody sent this to us, waiting on our response. Apparently,
so we're not going to do it.
Moving on. But no, apparently it was a girl that went on a girls trip with her homies.
Oh, shit.
And on the last night of the trip, her man happened to be in the same city. He flew out. She invited her man to the place that they was at, the Airbnb they was at, and his 3 homies. And on top of that, her man ended up leaving, and the 3 homies stayed.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
Or just 3 homies stayed, or just
her and her man dipped.
Oh,
and the 3 homies stayed.
I didn't know about that part. Right. That is key.
This was some research I had to do, because when I first seen the clip, I was like, damn, that's crazy. But then I started digging. You know how the Twitter thread be going. You got to keep scrolling. Yeah. So apparently her and old boy left. They left 3 dudes in the crib. So her friends had issue with that. So when she came back, an argument ensued. I'm gonna play a little bit of this argument, and then we can get y'all take.
I'm surprised they was even talking then, because I'd have went straight to punching on her face.
Well, she was trying to, but hold on, if I can pull it up, man. There we go.
I'm recording this video for my safety because you're being real hostile. You was being hostile because your cousins is here. It is a girls trip, and she keeps saying I brought. But I brought my man came to see me the last night at our Airbnb. What you mean you want to let count? You know I count this 3. You know I count. It was for you. They were his friends. They paid. That's the problem. But she keeps saying she's not hostile. But you're hostile. Why can't my nigga be here on my last night? He's not bothering you. It's about girls. Going out. And this is what I mean by hostile. I came here with her cousins, and now she acting weird because she want an audience. But this supposed to be my friend. These supposed to be my friends.
Hey, she was
really? Now she want to fight. Now she want to fight.
Yeah, I'm about to get face posting.
She's about to work with her.
And it's glass everywhere. This shit weird as.
She done walked to the back room.
And that's what she wanted, was an audience. And I only went live, honestly, because I just don't feel safe. She got her cousins here. First off, you with your cousins, but you want to act weird. You knew my dude was gonna be down here, so of course he was gonna come. Mind you, we got our own rooms. You see what I'm saying? Why can't my man come to the Airbnb that I'm paying
for nothing?
That's what I'm not understanding, and I just don't feel safe. I can't leave until tomorrow. And I'm at the matter of fact, I'm on the phone to come pick you up because this shit weird. I just want to go live right now because she acting real.
She about to get
different.
You got a room when I just
because you're acting hostile. And I'm recording you because and I don't want to be recorded. Well, why are you so mad? Because I brought my. You know what? I'm about to keep arguing with you. I'm about to have my man pick me up. Stop following me, bro. And you supposed to be my friend, but you want to fight. I'm gone. Like, no.
She tried to hide in the bathroom like old girl on Players Club.
I'm recording it, like I said. I'm recording this video live.
So that wasn't even her
y'all
man.
Tag whoever back at home that y'all know that's family to me right now. I'm going live, and I'm gonna stay live while I text him to come get me. Because it's weird. The whole time, she's mad because my man came the last night, and he's not even here right now.
He's not your man if he
and
your man.
He's in my name. I'm like, dude.
Boy, she got me nervous.
Can you stop that? Why are you
I like he in there. Why are you in there consoling the girl?
Ebony, open the motherfucking door. All right. So we got the context. They was on a girls trip.
Damn.
They had an Airbnb. They kicking it 3-4 nights. Now she says that my friends knew my man was in town.
Ex-man.
Or my ex-man.
What we heard.
Okay, her ex-man was in town. So she said, hell yeah, of course he gonna come here because he get in town. Right? So he comes on the last day, comes with the homies. 3 of them. So, and then she referenced that. She was like, he didn't just come by himself, he brought them there. He brought them for y'all. That's what she said. Right? So apparently the dudes was trash, or they wasn't able to finesse their way.
They was trash.
But,
No careers.
or they was just a girls trip. They ain't want to have to deal with all
It was
that.
a girls trip. Okay.
So we gonna ride with that one.
Yeah.
So they was
but they was trash.
But they was trash. But they weren't able to finesse their way.
Some could have had man already, you know what I'm saying? They weren't supposed to be no man.
Wouldn't that
in
ever
the
stop
house.
them on a girls trip?
You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't
You know that. We ain't gonna go there. What we gonna say is this: her friends was a bit perturbed. At her bringing her man there on the last day. So I want to get y'all's take. Who was wrong? Who was right? Did it have to go that far? Because it looked like it got physical at the end. Because you had to cut the camera off. Old girl bust the bathroom window down, and it was about to get it was about to get shaken. What's y'all thoughts on it, man?
Kenny, man, what you think? Who was in the wrong?
Old girl was in the wrong for inviting her ex or her man over. Mm-hmm. She ain't even ask, the company she was with. Hey, my dude's in town. He want to come by on the last day. Is that okay with y'all? If not, we'll just go get a hotel room, right? Whatever. But they say, yeah, cool. Go ahead, bring him over. And she's like, oh, well, he got 3 friends with her.
Hold on, really quick before you get into that. I just want to ask, because let's say she paid equal to the Airbnb, does she have to say, my man is coming over to see me?
Yes.
Yes.
Not respectfully.
If it was just him, I wouldn't mind.
Okay, go ahead. My bad.
But
No,
the moment
I just want to
you
ask that
bring
real quick.
other bodies in there, it's a problem.
Nah, respectfully, I don't want to hear you getting your cheeks clapped, because this is a girl's trip, just like it would be a fella's trip.
Yeah.
If you invited somebody, I would not care.
And your wife in town, and you're like, oh, hey, on the last day, this is our last day together. A fella's trip. We all out of town. You know what I'm saying?
Do that. I wouldn't need that. That ain't even a conversation.
Let's go out and do something. And you like, well, my
wife coming through, man. And my girl gonna sleep. And she gonna sleep here.
We can't hang out. We can't do.
That's true.
And you out here beating some cheeks in the room. I might be staying in the room right beside you. And I gotta hear you getting work through the sheetrock. Hell no. I ain't trying to. No, she in the wrong for that.
Yeah.
She in the wrong for doing all that now.
She definitely in the wrong.
Now, her recording the situation, I would have done the same thing if it was me, because you just had that other situation that happened in Mexico. So
that's true too.
And that was all her cousins and shit around. Hey, I don't care what it is. Hey, y'all want to argue, whatever it is, cool.
Yeah, but she definitely wrong for having them other niggas come through and leaving them there.
Yes.
Yeah, and then the safety, we don't even know none of these dudes.
That's the part I think
that's what
she
I
should have got her face punched in on. Because you don't know what type of time these men is on. And you the reason why they're here.
Yes.
Matter of fact, we just seen with Kai Cenat, the famous YouTuber.
Just did old girl.
He threw a party. It was a bunch of people there. Then one of his homies, what he claimed ain't his homie at first, and then it kind of worked in I kind of knew him, and it kind of worked in, well, he ain't that kind of guy, whatever. But it was a lot of people there, and one of the women that was at the party claimed that she got sexually assaulted by this man. So now this is a whole big thing on whatchamacallit. So that just speaks to the point of you bringing random people that we don't know.
You get what I'm saying? Yeah. So yeah, in that sense, and you leaving them like you not. They not leaving with the company that they brought them there. All that type. You leaving them. You and your ex leave together and leave them dudes there. You don't know what could have happened.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's the part you needed your face punched in on.
And then she wonder why she got her cousins there. I would imagine the cousins is there for that very reason. Mm-hmm. Right. If it's 3 of us, 3 of them, nah. And we don't want them to be here. Mm-hmm. Nah, we need backup just in case something go
get
left.
crazy out here.
Because a lot of these dudes don't keep it G. Because even if I'm they friends, right? A dude who gonna keep it G, you gonna read the room. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, yeah, this ain't going how it's supposed to go, bro. You out, all right, we going with you, bro.
Yeah, I'm gone.
This ain't that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you done been in situations to where, hey, we all vibing, we kicking it. He ducked off with him, she ducked off with him, ducked off with him. Then okay, that's different.
They left the damn. They left the whole area. They cleared the scene.
That's crazy.
We could have went in another room if y'all gonna get down like that. You know what I'm saying? But still, I mean, if it's
for y'all to leave and y'all leave the dudes in the spot, nah, bro.
Yeah, because like, bro, the whole purpose of a girl's trip or a guy's trip is to get away from that aspect. Mm-hmm. So we can just relax, let our hair down, kick it, man. We can talk how we want, just do what we want to do. You tell me, hey, man, my wife coming. That changes the dynamic.
Whole dynamic
of his trip. We can't talk how we want to talk around your wife. We can't certain things because it's a respect thing. Mm-hmm. It's not even that we try to do nothing wild, but it's just like,
and she bringing her friends with her.
And they trash. Everybody get out!
Hey, I'd rather them be trash than be bad, because now I'm putting the word on bad situation. Damn, they bad. But I got a girl at home. I can't do that.
That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, hell nah. Y'all bring y'all old lady to the Airbnb. I'm gonna be pissed off.
That nigga say, and they trash. Hey, fam, meet me in the back. We gotta holler.
It'd been a quick. Hey, nah, they gotta go.
Yeah,
but what if they bad?
Would kill me.
They gotta go.
I made a vow in the new year. That's crazy,
man.
But yeah, but if it's me just thinking, psychologically thinking, I'm not bringing my damn wife to the apartment with the boy. Like, why would you do that?
Because it was the ex.
Bro. I don't give a fuck who
Well,
it
they ain't
was.
seen the
You
ex
know
in
how
a while.
trash the man gotta be.
Tell that broke ass nigga to get a hotel and y'all go kick it at the hotel.
Say, I'm about to dip out real quick.
No, I agree with that.
And dip out. We ain't. Oh, you won't go see that dude? Cool.
So,
I might be mad. I might still be a little mad.
I'd rather you dip out. I'd rather you dip
as long
out.
as you dip out and us three, we can still do what
I
the fuck
wonder
we
if the
gotta
other
do.
3 dudes thought they was gonna spend the night at the Airbnb.
Of course they did. Of course they did. Bro, you already know how to play. Because her ex lying. Yeah, bro, she got 3 bad ones over there. We can go do our thing. I'm on her. Y'all on them. Like, oh, bet. Let me see the pictures. Oh, then they is too. All right, let's go. They get over there and the girls ain't feeling them.
The girl's like, oh no, they is garbage.
Come on, man.
Damn.
And some niggas don't know how to read the damn, I said I was gonna stop saying that. Some men don't know how to read the room.
Bro.
You read the room, it's like, okay, these chicks ain't feeling us like that. Let me get out of here, bro.
And then on top of that, none of them had no game. No game.
Oh, you better not say that.
What? Let me hear.
You better not say that stupid.
Hey, what's the sign, man? What's the sign up?
Well, let me hear.
Stand the sign up.
What?
Y'all become with so wild. Hypothetically.
Because O would do something like this. We gonna
No, first off. First off, I just wanted to say that if one of y'all did that, if it was y'all first time, I wouldn't get upset. I would say something.
How?
No,
How
hold
would you
on.
get upset?
If it was just her, I wouldn't get upset. No, that's your girl. Whatever. I ain't tripping. I wouldn't do it.
Why?
But I wouldn't be upset if y'all did it.
Why not?
That's your woman. I can't tell you what to do with your woman.
Nah, I'm gonna be upset.
That's your woman.
It ain't even got nothing to do with her. It's your mindset to think to bring this woman here to the scenario we at.
Okay, but let's just say, first off, that was her ex. So that wasn't even a wife. If it was a wife, I definitely can't say shit if it's your wife, nigga. But anyway, okay. But let's say, they had a long distance relationship. You know what I'm saying? He ain't seen her in a minute. They just so happened she in the city for the night. Just that night. Y'all have been together 3 nights. This is last
where he
night.
living at?
I don't know. They just stay far.
No, he in the same city, right?
So she came in the same city.
Okay, but he living in the city already.
No.
He got a room somewhere in the city.
Yeah, he got a room somewhere in the city.
Yeah, and
why is she not over there?
Great question.
She did go over there.
I mean,
she did go. She just left baggage where she was
That's
at.
crazy.
He left his baggage.
That's what I would do. If somebody came in town, I would be like, if they had a room, I mean, I'm not tripping. But I
fuck out of here.
I wouldn't care. I wouldn't care.
Yeah,
bro.
Now, if you brought her on the trip, to me, that's different. Like
that's fucked up, boy.
You did bring her on the trip.
Nah, but y'all pull up bags and everything.
No, my nigga. That's
what I'm saying.
Man, I need to say it.
What's that one thing we did with old boy had his best friend come with him? And they was flying first class and the wife was flying in the back.
Yeah. The review. It was the advice column. Advice column. Nigga had his old lady flying in coach. They was in first class with his homie.
Because she couldn't pay her way.
Bro, if we pull up to the airport,
me and my baby got our luggage outside,
and I see you and your wife,
I would say, where is she staying? Where's she staying?
I need to fade right there. That's dishonest, man. What the fuck are you doing?
Where is she staying?
Hey, what if I get there before y'all to claim the biggest room?
He get there before everybody.
Why smell like plumbing melon in here? Hey, Kenny! Oh, hell no.
The master bedroom.
That's an immediate fade right there. Hey, let me holler at you, man.
Hey, that's why you put the room in your credit card. So whenever you get there, you thought this was a game, huh? Go ahead, cancel that.
Nah, that's over with.
They got the hot tub, the stand-up shower.
They got rolls on and shit. The master bedroom kicked up. Hey, what up, fam?
Nigga walk in. What this nigga? What they got some strippers in here? Oh shit! This gown come out.
She rubbing baby oil on him when you walk in the door, and you gotta sleep in the queen right beside.
Nah, we good.
Hey, pause that baby oil. Fam, follow me outside right now.
Follow me outside.
Why is that wet spot on my bed?
Need to fade, man. All right, man. What a wet spot on him.
Y'all bed's good to go. Just
Shit, nigga, we canceled that. We would be the right there.
It's insane, nigga.
I gotta fight you and your wife. Matter of fact, I gotta fight both of y'all.
Both of y'all outside. We ain't breaking nothing.
I need to fade.
Is that like Goldilocks or some shit? They be like, Smooth, you had the best bed, just so y'all know.
Nigga tried all of them.
Nah, my nigga. Fade on sight. I'm sorry, fool.
Your man got some spring in it. I gotta fight you. You cannot invite anybody to jump on my bed and tell me what it feel like.
Niggas outside out of bed. Smooth got the best one.
Ain't that right, babe?
Now I got fam on site. All right, man. We gonna keep it pushing, man. We gonna get to men's depression.
Oh man! Oh, the great transition.
I know. I hate it had to be this way, but this again, this is a highly coveted topic that they sent to us, man. Mm-hmm. Apparently, it was a man that went on a show on Fox Soul that Vivica Fox runs with his moms. And he was speaking on the fact that coming up.
Oh, I remember this one.
His moms had a bunch of demands and different things. He had to grow up way faster than he was supposed to. Mm. And now he's kind of depressed because of it. Now he's on there expressing this, and they're not, giving him the respect that a lot of people felt like he deserved for expressing. I'm going to play it, see what y'all thoughts are.
When your past call.
See, what you...
That ain't it.
That's not it. Hold on, wait a minute.
He's flipping through commercials.
is desperate for her son, Ty, to get his life together. He has no job and no goals. Lavinia, what was Ty like as a child?
I'm a single parent. I had to work. This kid would pick up his two little sisters, make sure that they eat, make sure that their homework was done. If I had to stay late, he'd make sure they took a bath and put them to sleep. And then he changed.
Ty, you're getting really emotional right now, and so am I, because...
Yeah, I did change. I'm still that kid. I'm still that kid.
I haven't seen him in 10 years.
I'm still that kid. I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired.
You go. Okay.
I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm hurt. I've been through stuff in my life.
Because
that's personal. No, it don't even matter about none of that.
It does matter.
No, listen, it does, but I'm tired. Like I said, I'm depressed. I have personal things going on. Sometimes that
Tell us what those personal things
are. That can stop people. Me being depressed.
What are those personal things you're going through?
Like,
stop yelling about them and tell us about it.
All right, like my personal stuff. Like I never really had friends, and then when I got around friends, I basically always did exactly. I always had to it's like I feel like you gave me everything, but you kind of gave me too much. But because you gave me too much, my friends were jealous of me. I always had fake friends around me. So that's what I'm saying. It's cool that you did that, but you also got to understand what that brings, what that attracts, Mark. You got to feel me on that. That's what I'm saying.
That, you got some twisted logic going on here. That's some twisted logic.
I'm just saying, it's mental things that can mess with. Things that bothers me in the physical world.
You're telling us that you're depressed.
I don't have motivation. How can I have motivation? Yes. How can I have my motivation when everything is handed to me?
Right. So you're telling us that you're depressed.
Yeah, I'm depressed. I'm always depressed. I'm in a dark spot. I know I'm in a dark spot, and I've been there for a long time.
But Ty, that's still no reason that if you feel that and you're a dark place, to take that out on your mother.
That's my best friend, yo. That's my best friend.
Listen,
I can't even talk to my mom.
Okay, hold up. So has he had a problem with alcohol?
He has a problem with alcohol. He's an alcoholic.
Ty, when did you start drinking? How old were you?
Probably 13.
13, okay.
Probably
That's
13.
Very early.
She be drinking with me. She put me on.
I put you on at 13?
She put me on, yeah.
You're a liar.
Lavinia, how much is he drinking?
Wow. He drinks 5 to 6 bottles, and the bottles is like this, like the 40 ounces.
Oh, he's chugging some 40 ounces?
Yeah, we 40 ounces.
That years ago. I was like 17, 19.
That's a lie. 5 and 6, I promise you, Vivica.
5 to 6.
I would throw up now.
Day.
I would throw up. If I tried that now, I would throw up now. If I tried that now, I'm telling you.
That's binge drinking.
Let me tell you something. Y'all bill that y'all have, he's only been here a day and a half.
Right. So tell us, you stayed at a hotel that the show put you up in, and you ran up almost a $200 bar bill.
Here, let's talk about it. One bottle of whiskey, $60. One bottle of premium tequila, $71.18. One bottle of regular tequila, $17.52. We got some beer, a couple soft drinks, and an orange juice.
I have a question for you.
Yes, ma'am.
You did this yesterday.
Yes, ma'am.
Why would you think that's okay?
I didn't. I wasn't thinking.
You just did it.
I wasn't thinking.
But did
I
you
saw it.
drink all that by yourself?
No, I had friends with me.
On our tab, you know, Vivica, I want to say, I don't feel anything. This is all something that, as an alcoholic, I'm very familiar with. It's the woe is me story, the oh, I'm so sorry, well, feel sorry for me because I was deprived of this, that, and the other thing, and I was raised really well, just like this kid was. This is all, I don't feel any emotion toward him right now.
Why?
Because it's all a game. It's all his MO.
For him to get his way?
His MO. His manipulation of his... I would cry. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to drive.
Context is very, very important here. What they didn't show, because again, these type of things happen, and I got to go do my background research. So apparently, you know, she admitted to being a single mother. He had I think 2 or 3 brothers and sisters. So she'll be going to work all day and he'd be raising them since he was 11 years old. So, you know, that caused him to not be able to participate in a lot of, you know,
kid functions,
different things like that. Now his mom was making a good amount of money. So she was able to buy him, you know, Jordans and nice clothes and different things like that. But, you know, he essentially had to work for him. He was raising his siblings. And then, you know, in the process of that, because he wasn't able to live a kid's life, he got depressed in the process of that and started drinking the coke. So he said, just like you said, 13. Started drinking at 13. And then when she started, it just kind of escalated the older he got. You know what I'm saying? So that's the context behind it. Now he didn't, you know, he's emotional, so he's not doing a good job articulating it.
That's
or whatever
real.
the case might be. And they not creating a space for him to articulate it.
At all.
Right. So I just want to get y'all take on it, man, because again, this happens a lot just in general when kids complain about their upbringing. The mother oftentimes gets to cop and say, well, I did the best I could at the time. I was a single mother. I was out here working. I was doing this. I was doing that. And because of that, again, this is a panel full of women. So they all identify with that. And it's just like, well, I mean, at least you had all of the best of everything from, you know, material things. Like you had a perfect upbringing. Like, why are you here complaining? Why are you depressed? Like, why are you drinking? Why are you doing this? Like, I feel nothing. You heard the lady at the end say, I feel nothing for you. This is a regular alcoholic's way of trying to manipulate the situation and blah, 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 blah. So, you know, again, this hit the timeline. It was outrage. They like, this is what men be talking about. Whenever a man try to express his depression or what he going through, it's always ridiculed. It's always gaslighted. It's always, you shouldn't be complaining this, whatever the case may be. And that was a perfect example of it. So what's your thoughts?
Are gaslighting me and patronizing me and chastising me for handling your responsibilities. Because, like, she even agreed. I'm 11 years old. He took over parental duties.
Yep.
That nigga didn't ask to have his brothers and sisters. He didn't ask to be in that position. He didn't ask for himself to be born in that. And to cope, your method was, oh, I'm going to get you some Jordans. I'm going to buy you some fly-ass clothes. Why you just didn't put them kids in daycare? Why you just didn't do the simple thing? Or pay a family member that's a grown person. Hey, man, watch my kids while I'm at work. I got this bread for you. You know what I'm saying? Make sure my son is able to go to after-school programs and play ball and play with his friends and all that type of... He didn't get to do none of that. None of that. And it sounded like for his whole teenage years, he didn't get to do none of that.
Yep.
He was just stuck in the crib, being a father
At 11?
That's crazy. I mean,
At
I'm laughing,
11.
but that's
real.
crazy at
That's real.
11. That's crazy.
The man of the house.
You know what I'm saying?
That's real.
Man got stuck being a father to some kids that he didn't father. And on top of that, where was the daddy at? Where was the daddy at?
Who knows?
Was you getting child support? You know what I'm saying? You say you make a good living for yourself. Why you didn't goddamn make it as easy as possible for your kids? Instead, black people. Oh, but you look good though.
She'll probably saving money.
You got them Jordans on though.
Daycare for 3 kids.
You got them fly ass clothes on though. Y'all look good. Yeah, I look good, but my mental destroyed.
Yep.
Who you think I'm gonna become? That's real.
But daycare for those 2-3 kids.
During that time, it wouldn't have been that much. She was making a lot of money.
But it could add up. So why not have my son?
Because
I get her
your
mindset.
kid.
Like in that time, it's like, well, I got my son. He old enough. He can take care. He can help me out. He can take care of the household stuff while I'm out here getting the bread. I'm keeping the roof over here, keeping lights on. That's how she thinking. You got a lot of men think that way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go grind, get this money. Y'all got everything else taken care of, but I'm not in the house. They don't think about that part.
I get that part.
So I don't know. I mean, it's tough.
Man, look.
That's tough.
That boy mental destroyed, man. Plus, he say he ain't got no work ethic. Of course you don't. She ain't make you work for nothing. You ain't gotta do nothing. But be a father, that's it. Make sure your brothers and sisters took a bath, did their homework, and ate. And all that shit, now me being a father, all that shit takes some time, boy, because kids run around. Goddamn, you got to clean up after the kids. You got to cook the food. You got to help the kids study and then have them in bed by goddamn 9 o'clock. And you doing all this from what, 3:30? 3:30, 4 o'clock when they hit the door. Most people hitting the door at 4 o'clock when you coming out of school. So from 4 to 9, 9:30, you know what I'm saying? You got to feed, bathe, help the kids study, and put it to bed. Well, that's a lot of responsibility. Then when they go to bed, you got to clean up after them. Because I guarantee you she was on his ass about cleaning up. So in a sense, he didn't get to go to bed from the time he woke up in the morning, 6 o'clock to go to school, some shit, get ready, you know what I'm saying, for school, 6:30. From the time he woke up till 12 a.m., your kid working more than you. If we're going to keep it a bean. Because he at school for 8 hours. You know what I'm saying? He got to get home. He got to get his brothers and sisters. He got to make sure they straight. Then they go to sleep. He got to clean up after them. Then he got to take himself a bath and finally get some rest. At 11 years old. To 18. Matter of fact, he was probably doing it more. Nope.
What she said, 10 years? She said he ain't been home in 10 years.
Yeah, as soon as he got 18, he got the hell up out of there.
Got the hell up out of there.
Well, I get it.
But he to blame.
Yeah,
he's spoiled.
I just didn't like that.
You lived you a good life. Just because I had nice things don't mean I had a good life.
And they weren't trying to show him no sympathy.
You know what I'm saying?
Sympathy or empathy. There's nothing.
There's no sympathy for a man, especially a black man. That's just what it is. Kenny, what you thought about when you seen it, bro?
I mean, I couldn't see the video, but I think that whole setup of that show was terrible. Who was that lady? A alcohol expert or something? I guess.
The host?
No, the other lady was. I mean,
she's just an ex-alcoholic herself.
Yeah, ex-alcoholic. I think they should have had another male figure on this show.
They had none
to support.
It
was like 4 or 5 women
to get another viewpoint.
To actually understand.
There was 4 or 5 women on that show.
It was 5 women.
It was like 5 women.
6 women.
Yeah, you put a man that doesn't know how to express himself in front of 5 women and a camera.
Yep.
And get him to start crying. I mean, that's probably the man's first way of trying to express himself is to start crying, and he won't be able to articulate it after he started crying. If we're being real, man ain't just gonna come out and articulate himself. He probably gonna start crying first because he don't know how to get the words out that he want to say out without it hurting him. So, I think that whole setup was terrible, and then the fact that an ex-alcoholic is gonna tell another alcoholic how he's handling his alcoholism is straight up outrageous. Just because you did alcohol to fight whatever issues you was going through don't mean that's the reason why he's doing. He's drinking alcohol. Just like this drug dealer might be doing drugs because he didn't lost his whole family in a car accident, and you just doing drugs just because you was with your friends turned you on to it. There's a different reason why people have different addictions, but the make it the same reason why you was doing it. It's just naive and disrespectful, and should have kicked the ass off the show if you ask me. And Vivica Fox should be banned from all television. Damn. No, but I mean, serious. Like, I mean, it's like Matt saying, you think material things are a reason why kids, enjoy stuff, but it's really having the opportunity to grow up and be a kid first before having to be an adult. Because we all know adult life is hard. It's tough. Man. You need a chance to, just be free, at least experience a little bit of it. And at 11 years old, he was turned right on. It seemed like right at 11 years old, he just was. Mom came to him and said, "Hey, well,
like was thrusted father,
you're a young man now, and you so and so just left." I'm just putting analogies up there, but
that's how it goes.
I feel like that's how it went. Hey, you got to be the man. You got to be the man of this house now, and him being the son that he is. Like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this for you. You know what I'm saying? And he started doing this, and so. He can't have no life, no friends. Like he was saying, he didn't have no friends. They just thought just because when you don't walk around school with all the nice things, people start to get jealousy and resent you and think you just a spoon-fed, silver spoon. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that you at the house doing this stuff at the house because you ain't got no parents at the house.
Bam.
But when you show up at school, I got goddamn J's on. Oh yeah, he ain't doing nothing. His mom just give him everything you want. He can do. Well, damn, I ain't got no.
Boy, y'all don't know how hard I'm working for that, boy.
It's a built up of stuff. When people say they can't make friends, I mean that's another thing. He wasn't around you for 10 years. His own mom. That I know for sure that can't be the only reason why he ain't come back around.
Nah, because she ain't gonna tell the whole part because it's gonna make her look bad.
You talking, Kenny? Said you talking?
That's real shit.
Because I can relate to a lot of that shit. Like heavy, like the day my dad passed, all my family. Oh, you the man of the house now? You the man of the house. So from that day, I had that pressure on my back. Not knowing what the hell, how to navigate, nothing. I ain't know nothing. Now, fortunately, we had a pretty decent support system, with like my grandmother, some of my extended family, stuff like that. So I didn't have to do things day in and day out. But there were a lot of times where I couldn't do what I wanted to do because nobody could help.
Yeah.
Like me doing 7-on-7, I did 7-on-7 for like 2-3 weeks at a time. Like I couldn't just consistently go to practice. I couldn't, like there was a lot of summer workouts I couldn't make, like stuff like that. I would there were times where I intentionally did sports just to get away from the house. Cause I'm like, well, after that you have to figure it out. You know what I'm saying? Like track, I wasn't the fastest. I never had an interest in track, but it got me out the house. You know what I'm saying? So it took me away from things. And as I started growing older, I told my brothers too, we had to talk about this where, especially like my younger years, like when I first graduated, I came back a lot, to go back to the city. But then it was like, once I hit like 20, 21, 22, 23, it was just more like selfish. And it was more like, okay, like this is me time. My brothers are getting older and y'all can do things for yourself now. Now it's time for me to do my thing. And so just out of, like I said, being rebellious, I just was a little more selfish, and I told my brothers, I apologized to them because I'm like, I know, like, especially in that time, because I'm 4 years older than Red, 5 years older than Trey. So they just getting ready to come out of high school and shit, I'm in party mode. I got freedom. I got my own place. I got a job. So my mind is right there. It ain't necessarily coming back and just really trying to help and guide at that time because of all the stuff I did when I was younger. So, my
other question would be,
firsthand.
During these 10 years, did she find another man to come in the house?
Hell no.
Because if she didn't, I feel like it's now a need that she feels like he's supposed to be that man in her house.
Yep.
For the past 10 years. Like, I feel like if she didn't have a man in the house,
she wanted him to keep that.
Hey, you been here the past. You was already. You was always here. You was the man of this house.
Raising them kids.
Now you gone. Now you ain't got no man in the house. You were. It's. Damn, that's crazy.
Like you working and making all this damn money. Tell me you couldn't buy no type of daycare. You couldn't do none of that. What you working for?
Jordans.
See, that's how men rationalize. Like you said, they say men work and all that. Men rationalize. Man, I'm working so my family don't have to work this hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm sacrificing myself so my kids ain't got to be in a position to do this shit. You put your kid right in the position early 11.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Can you imagine a man working his ass off and then he come home and his son say, "Oh, I'm the man of the house because you be working." Can you imagine that? You know what type of chaos about to go on in the... You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. At least the kids still get to be a kid, just you don't see your father as much. Because your father got things to do. Y'all not, everybody not rich, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got your mom's here, you got goddamn, your uncle gonna come pick you up and bring you to these functions and stuff. Man, I'll be there when I can, baby.
You gonna get that call the mama's boy and stuff.
All that.
Even though he fresh, still getting picked on.
Yeah, for real. For real. He ain't pick up no fighting skills. You can just look in it.
Dressing like a sissy.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't pick up none of the shit.
You gotta relax.
He ain't pick up none of the shit that he was supposed to pick up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because he just didn't know, he wasn't introduced to the shit. All she was worried about was, maybe make sure I could bet you any type of money. Hey, make sure you get home for you feed them kids. I could bet you there was crazy, a lot of conversations like that, bro.
But I mean that right there is it's just a perfect microcosm for what happens in our communities, man. Like, black men don't get no damn sympathy. It ain't no depressed. Get your ass out there and go to work. Get your ass out there and do this. So as a man, you just programmed from young to just take things to the chin that you should not be dealing with, bro. No 11-year-old should be tasked with raising kids, fam, are not theirs.
No kid.
No kid.
That's just what it is. He's still a kid his damn self. But this is the result of when because these women be talking about this a lot. Oh, you know, I don't believe in abortions. I don't believe in this. I don't believe in that. But when you have the kids anyway and the dad is not in the life, this is the result of that. You putting undue pressure on this man to step up and be a grown man at 11. He don't even know who the hell he is yet. He ain't lived no life at all. And he can't now.
He ain't even had a conversation with a man. Hey, boy, what you want to be in life, boy?
At all.
But he ain't even seen a productive man.
But now he's tasked with this. But now he's tasked with being the example for these kids to follow. That is crazy.
At 11 years.
But it happens a lot. Like, we know a lot of kids who grew up, you know what I'm saying, the hood, whatever the case may be, and they was tasked with doing that. They was tasked with doing their little sister and brother had. They was tasked with going to walk them from school.
If you're the oldest,
exactly.
Yeah, absolutely.
And why is that? Because the mama chose wrong. Let's call it what it is.
Yep.
Now, an old situation, different situation. That's a different circumstance. Yeah. But most times it's not like that. Most times it's they done had these babies with niggas who they knew was not consistent, who they knew was not gonna be in their life like that. Mm-hmm. They had the kids anyway. So now your kids gotta suffer for the decisions you made.
And then you know what she get to lean on? Oh, I was providing a way for y'all.
Yep.
I did the best I could.
But when a man say that, hey man, I was providing a way. That's why I couldn't be there. Oh no, you should have didn't. They ain't say that one time to that lady.
And again, this is a kid, but which is another thing, the whole sisterhood code. Mm-hmm. Nobody in there was gonna hold that woman accountable. It didn't matter what the hell she did
because she provided a lifestyle.
So obviously, you had a career. You mean to tell me you couldn't change jobs? You couldn't go to another job, do that same job you was doing to provide?
Well, I mean,
money.
That's past tense now. We can't even. It happened now.
And you got 3-4 kids. So
the issue we're having now is the fact that he's dealing with depression and they're writing over it.
That's real too.
That's the issue I have.
But that stems from the root of not giving a damn when he was young. Yeah, so why would they give a damn now?
But you can't fix that now. But you can fix his depression now. And they're not trying to do that. That's my issue I have now.
Yeah, they just feel like it's just all excuses.
You can't fix the past.
They
but right
call
now
him a spoiled brat. They ain't trying to fix nothing.
That's what I'm saying. They're not trying to fix it. That's the issue I have.
Yeah, they ain't trying to fix nothing.
He gave you one microcosm of what's causing his depression.
Matter of fact, they trying to blame him for the situation.
Yeah, and that's where I have a big problem with it. You can't put a man in front of a panel of 4 or 5 women and expect him to express his deepest feelings in front of his mom that he ain't talked to in 10 years. And then 2 other, one alcoholic lady, and then Vivica Fox, and then somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't expect that out of a man.
And they ain't give us a TV show yet? I guess we got to go be specific.
And then you take you follow what he bought.
Right.
Alcohol he bought.
That was what I was about to say.
And then he said he drank it with friends. So you knew he drank that with his friends. Mm-hmm. But you just wanted to say what he spent.
Right.
And what he bought.
Let's talk about everything before that. Not about the shit that was last night.
Everything that led up to this whole conversation was like they just played on his downfall. They played on his depression, and that's just sad right now in this community that we in. That we know men commit suicide at a 80%, 70% clip, and until we start seeing videos of men actually eating bullets, then they'll start taking it serious.
You know what's crazy? I hope he don't talk to her again, man.
Shit ain't gonna matter, man. The damage done.
The damage done, but I hope he never talk to her again.
I hope he really does.
Like I say, I just wish, man, that people would just break this whole sister code, and start holding parents accountable. Because a lot of these suicides, different things that we speak about, it stems from the upbringing. It stems from the parents. And the parents, even her, at her old ass age, would not cop to no wrongdoing. Nothing. She sat there like she did nothing wrong. And she had an explanation for it. And because it was a room full of women, they all just championed her along. This man is sitting here crying, telling you I'm depressed, telling you my childhood experience was messed up. Some move past all that. You had a mother that was providing for you, and that's you good. What are you talking about? You complaining, you're spoiled. That happens a lot. A lot of kids who they messed up by their parents do not feel comfortable going to talk to their parents. We just reviewed Scrappy a couple weeks back. Mm-hmm. It was the same situation. He telling his mama, hey mama, how you raised me in this prostitution house, all this, that, and the third, it's messed me up mentally. And as a man, you're just supposed to eat that. It's not no, hey man, damn, the mama did do him wrong. That's crazy. It was no, the mama did what she could. Everything past that is on you. And that's not fair.
She not trying to hear the mistakes. All she know is, I gave you everything.
Exactly.
From her point, I gave you everything. So how can you act like this towards me when you never had to want for anything?
You gave me one side, but you took everything else from me.
Mm-hmm. They don't look at it all the way.
Thing, bro.
He gave me everything but you.
Right.
That's what I would have said. Right. They walked out.
That's a fact.
That's real.
Yeah. Look here, man. All right, man. Prayers to all parties involved, especially him, man. Because God damn it, I can't even imagine what he having to raise kids at 11. That is insane.
That nigga a father at 11. Not
crazy,
just
bro.
raising him. I'm whole example.
Would you say, Matt, you will be waking up in the bed and a little kid walking up to me?
That's a fact, dog.
I'm the man of this house.
Like, come on,
nigga was really
dog.
living that life.
He was really living that. And I was joking like a motherfucker thought we'd never hear. You hear me? This man living that.
It's crazy, bro.
Every time she got a new man, that nigga was in there. Hey, fam. Don't you ever think you the man in this house. you number 2.
That's crazy, bro.
The shit just come through me.
All right, man. We gonna get in that advice column on that note, man. All right. This person asked to be anonymous, but they are Patreon. You understand me? So I gotta respect
the plea. You do, but I don't.
Tanya. He said, hold on. Says the content will tell you why I greatly appreciate y'all. I listen to y'all more than my own mama. Since episode 30, Pandering O and Kenny, what's good, Krew season, fam? He said I need some advice. What would you do in my situation? I'm 29 years old from Baltimore, currently living with my foster family. I quit my old career cooking, paying me $31,000 a year in July, and I start my new career in media productions, working for the feds in August, paying me $56,000. It's a travel job, so we travel 10 times a year to various cities, all expenses paid. Aside from that, I have about $35K in savings and investment that I would like to put towards a house or a good investment. When I'm not working, I'm developing a new company with my business partners, recording music and podcasts. What are some productive things I should be doing in the meantime other than trying to get my CDL, aka community dick license at the sleazy bar? You need to be finding you a husband.
That's what you need to do. 29?
Wait.
Nah, it's a dude.
Oh, that's a dude?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to be finding you a wife. That's my bad. I thought you was a woman.
It was a dude.
He didn't say. He didn't, you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
He said community dick license and said you need to find your husband.
I took it the wrong way. But
he does.
Hey, you need to be finding you a wife, boy. You need to be finding you a wife.
He thought it was a woman wanting to get some dick.
Let me see how old. He's 29. He's 29.
He's 29. Yeah, he's 29.
He's 29, making about 60K. You know what I'm saying? He got about 35K in savings and investments. So he in his bag in that regard. And now he just trying to figure out how he should be moving in terms of like not wasting his time period. 29, yeah, I agree with Smooth.
You be finding you a wife. What's the hold up?
Yeah, but
what's the hold? Because you don't want to make a mistake. And right now, with all your investments and all, boy, you don't want to make a mistake and have a kid with somebody you don't want to be with.
Yeah,
that'll take you all the way to the ground.
Especially when you're getting your CDL.
You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And you trying to get your CDL, so that means you trying to drive.
No, Matt.
What?
CDL meant community dick license.
At Sleazeball University.
Yeah. If he trying to fuck like that, he tripping.
Yeah,
at 29, 35K
you missed that window, brother.
Yeah.
But it's like because now he finally, he got some financial freedom, so he's feeling himself now.
That's true. And hey, I ain't knocking you if you doing what you doing, but I'm telling you, bro, the odds is not in your favor, bro. The odds of you surviving this. Well, you know what I'm saying, without building something with something. If you don't want kids and all that shit, you don't want a wife, so be it. But if you want a family, bro, your window is now. Mm-hmm. Your window is now to see if you can even thrive in that. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see if you can thrive in that shit and you 50 or something, you 40 something. You know what I'm saying? Or you in your late 30s trying to see if you can build something with somebody that's already set in their ways. Come on, man. Don't be dumb now. Well, you've been watching this pod for a while, bro. Don't be stupid out here because you want to go fucking around and all that type of shit.
He had to sleaze you. I don't know if somebody started to sleaze you.
Hey, you can be at the
no fingers.
You can be at the sleaze. I am the dean for the reason.
I don't know how many 30+ videos we got.
Don't be stupid. Exactly. Don't be 29. Stupid. Close. He on the cuff. You hear me? He better be a senior. You hear me? Because we throwing them out as soon as they hit 30. You all right. You cut. Like a boy. You cut.
Well, I'm grandfathered in, so I don't get that.
You got your old school.
Yeah. But hey.
School for the blind.
Nah, but it sounds like he got it all together, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying? My opinion, you missing something that's, in a sense, in my opinion, that'll make you stronger. That'll make you see it different. That'll give you some guidance on what you want to do, or if you got a purpose that you feel like you want, like that'll really put the focus on it. You know what I'm saying? You're missing something great behind you. That's what I would tell you.
Yeah, like that give you like an extra push for some reason. Like you can be focused as you want, you know what I'm saying, going 100 miles an hour, doing what you do, but it's just something like you just find other shit to turn you up and get you motivated when you get somebody that you care about. And then that person, especially if she care about you and really understand what you're trying to do, she gonna find some ways to give us some input, some insight. You ever thought about doing this differently, that differently? And it's like, damn, okay, I got somebody that, really rock with me. Mm-hmm. So that kind of changes things. The streets are always gonna be there. Always. Always.
Just as quick as they put the pavement down.
You feel me? So I would just, my opinion, it would just be finding somebody, date intentional when you ready, and find somebody that you want to be with, and don't worry about these streets. So I'm telling you, these streets. Oh, streets, it ain't safe.
Come on, man.
They scared to come outside.
Yeah, I mean, man, you in the, as Shannon Sharp would say on Undisputed, you in the catbird seat, man. In the catbird seat. You got things going, how they supposed to go? You know what I'm saying? The money is good. You just got the job. You and your homeboys is starting, other side investments to get that, those extra streams of income coming in. And that's how you supposed to be moving.
On the right path.
You know what I'm saying? So I think at this point, you got to figure out what it is that you really want long term. And start working towards that. I know right now, shit moving fast, the money coming in from a couple different ways, and you're just trying to live in the moment, which is understandable, I think every man goes through that at some point in their life, some at different points than others, but I think you gotta, even if you're going through that, you gotta keep the end goal in mind, and now that you're 29, coming up on 30, it's time to start making real decisions. It's no longer you young, man. You can figure it out. Mm-hmm. That once you hit 30, that time start moving on steroids. So if you're trying to have a family, you're trying to have kids and things of that nature, it's time for you to start vetting. It's time for you to start going on serious dates and things of that nature with women that you wouldn't mind settling with. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, again, like I said, like Smooth said, if that ain't in your plans, then just lock in and focus on your business and, you know, whatever, protect yourself when you out here, you know, doing what you're doing. But if I had to recommend something, I would say, yeah, it's time to start thinking about that legacy now. You know, you getting into a position where you are capable of it. So...
And then on top of that, you right on the cusp of not having it all shown yet to where you really got some bread.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't got the big house, you ain't got the super fly ass car and all that type of shit. So you still can disguise some shit. You know what I'm saying? To see her true intentions.
Yeah.
But the moment you get all that shit, boy, you're gonna be attracting the wrong ones, and it's gonna cloud a lot of your judgment.
Yeah. You ain't got nothing to add to him,
I don't think he wants to settle down anytime soon.
He don't seem like it.
I'm not gonna mention marriage or anything like that. I'm just gonna say, you getting your CDL, be smart, be safe, be vigilant in what you do. Other than that, something that could give you purpose of doing something for the betterment as a man and make you feel whole. Maybe mentor somebody. That's something that doesn't take a lot of effort out of you. That's something that you can, you know, maybe gain some kind of stimulation from mentally, you know, just guide somebody else. That's what I would mention. But I mean, if you do, obviously you don't see marriage or relationship in your life anytime too soon, you know, but you're doing your CDL, just stay away from them state troopers. Them speed traps.
Man, because they out there.
Yeah.
All right, man, we're going to keep this thing moving. Next one is from James, Patreon. All right, bro. Say, what up, crew? I just jumped off in the sleaze. Say, I want your thoughts on how social media has affected relationships. In my opinion, social media has hit families like crack in the 80s. I know it has positive things about it, but has it built more relationships or destroyed more? Grateful for y'all to tap in with y'all opinions on this. Is social media working to the detriment more or to the aid of relationships in this era?
I don't know, man. Honestly,
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know the stats on it. I want to say it's
in relationships.
Is it creating more relationships or ending more relationships?
It might be ending more.
That's the basic.
I think it's ending more.
I think it's both. I think it's even. Because you meet somebody on social media, don't mean it's gonna work.
But that's just hookup. That's just hookup culture.
A relationship is a relationship.
Exactly.
But
that's how you slice it.
You talking about marriage, or you trying to narrow down to marriage?
No, just successful relationships.
Well,
even before marriage.
A relationship could be successful and still end.
Yeah, that's real shit.
I disagree with that, but okay.
You don't think a relationship could be successful and still end?
No.
Yeah, because
it ended.
Well, no, look.
So how's it success if it ended?
That's true. I understand.
Because you graduated.
Okay, Tia.
I wouldn't say graduate. That's the wrong shit. But y'all can have different opinions on how, you know what I'm saying, like you see you running your family. She may not want to fall under that government. Don't mean she wrong or you wrong. It's just y'all not eye to eye on that.
It still didn't work.
You know what I'm saying?
It still didn't work.
It didn't end on bad blood and nobody want more than they didn't put in.
But they're not together.
I understand it didn't work, and I would throw that in a nigga face when they tell me that. I'm trying to be logical. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you got so much access today. So much niggas sliding in DMs all the time. How men that been in 10 women DMs, the women that get mad, waking them up. Wake your man. Who this? Like, you hear about that all the time. But you also hear about the hookups and the success stories, but it could be more out there, but those aren't publicized. What's publicized is the ones that's getting caught cheating. So to me, I think social media hurt.
This would have been a good stat. You know they have the stat of how many men are still virgins past the age or whatever. Mm-hmm. I would like to know the stats of before
social media.
What were the stats of virgins, men being virgins and not, or even amount of men that's married and had kids before then.
Shit, they was.
What would you assume they are?
They was getting nasty back then.
I would assume.
Back then, it was lower for sure.
The virgin rate was lower?
Absolutely.
You think so?
Absolutely.
Nah, they was sneaking and geeking back then, bro.
They was getting it back then. Right now, the reason why they virgins because they don't have to have sex. I can pleasure myself. That's what they doing.
But nah, you know.
You talking about they weren't masturbating back in the day?
Yeah, I ain't saying they wasn't. But I'm just saying right now it's even easier to not worry about hooking up with a woman because they do that.
But nah, I don't think that's the reason that it's stalling them. I think it's a situation where it's too many options to where people confuse themselves in terms of tiers and things of that nature that they in. I think back in the day there was no confusion. Everybody was more grounded and more like firm in who I am and what's available to
it's
me.
more of
it's
other
less to
side
compare
watching.
to.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's more of other side watching.
Yeah, so like people was like getting with somebody and hey, I'm good here. Compared to today, you get with somebody and you scroll on Instagram like, damn, she look better than the girl I'm with. Or she, you know what I'm saying? Oh, damn, it's 3 girls that look better than her.
Or he finer than the man I got. Let me see if I can go get that.
Yeah, so let me find a way to get out of the situation so I can get to them.
Mm-hmm.
But back then, that wasn't the case. If you in your little neighborhood or whatever, your little city that you in, that's it in your mind. Because people not really traveling like that. You know what I'm saying? So
Niggas still getting around.
Well, I mean,
Freak Nick.
Everybody wasn't traveling like that.
Kappa beach parties?
Nah, but you're right. But if that's a select few compared to where most people now have a cell phone with social media.
That's true.
And they can just open their phone and look at Instagram and be like, damn, all these bad women. All you got to do is go to the explore page. There's women all around them.
Well, I can only imagine what cheating was like in Houston in the 80s and 90s, boy.
I'd imagine it was way easier.
Yeah, they was in a different league.
Boy, you could have a woman on north side, south side, Katie.
Couple women on north side, south side, Katie.
Yeah.
A whole different city.
But yeah, to answer the question, I would say that, I don't know, I think social media like evened it out. I mean, you would think that it would work to a detriment, but it's a benefit in having more options than the person who wouldn't have had, you know what I'm saying? But that same benefit of having more options can work as a detriment. If you run into somebody that you really like or something and you constantly comparing them, so now you doubting your relationship and that's kind of seeping into it subconsciously. So it can work. You know, depending on perspective, depending on the situation, it could be bad or good. I can't firmly say without any stats, hey, this is killing relationships. I mean, I can't necessarily say that because niggas been cheating for centuries. That ain't nothing new. I mean, they just have more options to cheat now, sure. But, what difference? Okay, he cheating with 10 women now. He was cheating with 2 back in the day. That's still cheating. It's still, messing your girl mind up. And, whatever. So that effect on a relationship is what it is, but it's hard to make that statement without no stats. I mean, and you entitled to feel that way.
Because, it might be a bad example, but, it's like going to Cheesecake Factory.
Mm-hmm.
The menu, you got unlimited options. Versus if you go to Raising Cane's, you got four options. Get your number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's it. That's all you get.
But I still got options.
Yeah, but it ain't. But it's more you can see it. I guess you could say.
Nah, but the thing is, you're right, and that could work to a detriment. I got too many options for somebody, for like one person. Then one person may not like chicken.
That's true.
You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It just balances each other out, man. That's just what it is.
Just give me the sides.
That's just what the sides.
That's all I'm saying. But last one of the day, man. It's from M, Patreon.
Okay.
All right. It says, I have a question that is heavy on my heart. I've met an excellent man who wants to have a family with me and be married. The problem is I found out he feels that his ex from many years ago was the woman who was meant for him.
Oh, shit.
She is married, but still in his life. I don't want a man who has his heart or attention elsewhere. I know that back in the day, people chose to have a family together as a smart decision. Am I focused on the wrong thing? Should I continue on with this relationship or stop it altogether?
Stop it. He gone.
Is he? The girl he lusting after married.
That's what he want to be.
She's married.
He said they thought the woman that was for him was his ex. And we said this on a live that somebody said this on live. I ain't gonna point no elbows.
Okay.
That man always think the woman that was for them was prior. The woman that was for them was not the woman that they're with.
Oh, I don't remember saying that.
You said it. You said that most men meet the woman that's for them before their time.
Right. I said that, sure.
And that's basically what he's saying.
Yeah.
But
basically what he's saying, he met his woman that he felt like
that was
I should have married.
Uh-huh.
But at the time, I wasn't ready and I let her go.
Yeah, now she's married
now.
But that's where his mind. But that's where his mind's
Yeah,
still.
no. I don't disagree with the fact that she should leave him.
Yeah.
But I'm saying in terms of like, it's hard being elsewhere don't matter. That girl is married.
Yeah.
Like it's a difference between, okay, she out here, they still cool. This girl got a whole husband. He ain't getting that.
Yeah, he ain't getting
That's
that.
over.
No, he's not getting it, but where his mind state is.
But his mind is still on her.
I'm not arguing with y'all in that aspect. If I'm her, I'm leaving.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
Because for you to be that obsessed with somebody else outside of me, that's red flag right out the gate. I don't give a fuck who you You just bringing up your exes in the midst of us having a conversation. Shit, it's over.
There ain't no shit you bring up.
It's over.
He's just trying to be fully
transparent
and open.
And I appreciate you. But it's over. I appreciate it, big
Look
dog.
here, baby. The love of my life, I just missed her. She married. But you can
what
be
the first part said?
All right, I'm gonna read it from the top. I have a question that's heavy on my heart. I've met an excellent man who wants to have a family with me and be married.
But
the problem is I found out, okay, so she done been doing some digging.
Oh, okay.
I found out he feels that his ex from many years ago was the woman who was meant for him. She is married.
Hold on. Stop right there. Stop. Please stop. She
Don't break this
said,
down.
she found out.
She did some digging.
So
That means she went through the phone. Got in the
It
group
could have been
chat.
anywhere. It could have been anywhere.
Okay.
He didn't tell that to her.
Right.
Right?
Right.
So basically, he was having an off conversation probably with his niggas. Hey, man,
Like
the love
like
of
he
my
probably
life.
is on Krew season live.
You know what I'm saying?
He gave it up.
And B said what he said. He agreed with B.
That's real.
And B, now B got that man on the hot seat.
That's real
I'm
shit.
blaming
Nigga
you.
in the comments, you right, because I've been thinking about Keisha for the last 2 years.
But look,
Go get your girl back, man. Go get Keisha, man.
He had a conversation she wasn't supposed to hear or see. Right? Because obviously he told her, hey, I want to marry you. I want to have a family with you.
Right.
So in a sense, she's looking at it the wrong way. She's looking at it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Because in a sense, you got to realize with his ex, he has history there. He has a lot of nostalgia. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I know what I fucked up. With you,
Okay.
I don't know what I fucked up. I know you could possibly be a great woman. Possibly.
That's true.
Keenan didn't say possibly. He want to get married to her. He
of
knows
course. So
she is a great woman.
He thinks she's a great woman. You
And
get
a
what I'm
great
saying?
mother.
So she feels like he's settling.
Basically.
Yes, but Smooth is saying that's the wrong way to look
That's
at
the
it.
wrong way to
because
look
he
at
don't
it.
have enough information
Yes.
to make that informed of a decision in terms of comparing you
Exactly.
to his ex.
Because if he had the information,
Correct.
he wouldn't be fucking with you. He wouldn't even told you that.
Right.
You get what I'm saying?
He did
so
tell
you're
her-
looking at no. He told her, "I want to marry you. I want to have
No,
a
I'm talking
family
about,
with you."
I'm talking about the ex situation.
No, he-
I ain't
she
worried about
didn't
that.
tell her that, man.
Then
She went through that man's
That's
phone,
her
man.
fault.
She
went through that
digging.
man phone,
Yeah,
man.
she went. Yeah, she went digging and
Get
when
all out
she
the
in the
group
car,
chat.
get out of man business.
Get out the group.
Get out the group chat.
Hey, get out of man business.
He need
You
to leave
shouldn't
her.
Be,
Fuck all that.
that's
Go
real
in
shit.
my damn phone.
Hey.
You know what? This shit over with, man. I ain't got time for this.
That's a problem with women. You
About to go
talking
get Keisha,
yourself out of good thing. You talking yourself out of good thing. You searching for something to destroy what could be great for you. You saying this man a great man, and you went through his phone. You went through
She
something.
said excellent.
Okay,
Excellent man.
But is it a problem?
Excellent man.
Even here, excellent man though, is it a problem knowing that your excellent man has his mind on his ex?
I tell you what.
Time out.
Wait. Real quick. I just got a quick question. How many single people going into dating don't have their mind on the ex?
I'm a lot.
I'm not even worried about that. How many times have you been in a group chat and said something that you would not want your girl or your wife
girl
to
or
hear?
your wife to hear or see that she shouldn't see?
That's true.
And the only reason why she seen that because she went digging.
Yeah.
And
I
personally,
thought he told it to her, but when she said, I found out.
I found you
That let
went
me know.
digging.
That let me know.
That's totally different
It could
from
be-
him telling
It could
you
be a
that.
conversation from somebody.
That's real shit. That's totally different.
It could have been a conversation.
And one no
She had to
she
go
said
dig.
found out.
Now, you know, goddamn
Conversation,
well.
she'd have said, hey,
Yeah, what
he
man
told
gonna sit a
me.
woman down and say,
Come
hey,
on, bro.
I
Come
miss
on,
my
bro.
ex
That's different,
over
bro.
you.
That's
Come on,
different.
what man gonna say that?
That's different. You trying to fuck up a good thing, girl.
You know what?
How do we
I
know?
want to marry you I want you to have my kids.
How do we know?
But you not as good as my ex.
You know how crazy that sound? Ain't no man saying
But you know the
that.
fucked up part though? Like, you don't even know if she was good as your ex. You don't even know that yet.
Because you don't know.
He ain't say that. He didn't say that.
I know. So I'm like, because you can get with your ex, and after a while, that shit just go downhill.
That's real shit.
Like, who are you?
Your ex today is not your ex 10 years
Exactly.
ago.
That's
Those two
real
different
shit.
people.
Damn, what's her name? M. You fucking up, M.
You fucking up, dog. See, you almost caught us.
So you should stay.
You almost caught us with that bullshit.
She needs to stay.
She need to apologize for going digging.
She need to
And
go
what she
tell him,
found.
hey, I went through your phone. I read this here. We need to discuss this.
Tell me what this is about. Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel
Because
that.
she trying to fuck that up. It's different if he told her. That's totally different.
I wouldn't
That's
even.
totally
I wouldn't
different.
even come at it like that. I would apologize first and then ask.
Yeah.
If he could explain what he meant.
Because yeah, you know why? Because that's information she should not be privy
Hey,
to.
You attacking me now?
Private men conversation. I don't want to be in no women conversation. Shit that I shouldn't know that women having. I don't want to know that.
But you said it.
You know
It's
what
out
I'm
there.
saying?
He did
It's
say
out there.
He did say
Hey.
it.
So?
But
In private.
In private.
But like I said though,
private.
how many people are single, freshly single, going into a situation with somebody new and are not comparing that person to their ex?
Well, they're not.
I think
She's
a lot
not
of people
freshly
compare.
single though.
Yeah. They obviously
they've been dating.
They've been dating for a while.
Okay, let's say
And he's a great man. Out her mouth,
Right.
he's a great man.
So, I mean, he doing what he supposed to do.
he's been a stand-up guy.
He doing what he supposed to do. But let's again, how many men or people just in general are going into a new relationship and not comparing that person to their ex?
Well,
That's a natural comparison.
Well, they're not-
he just spoke on it and
not-
she caught him.
They're not in a new relationship. They're in a
Pretty serious.
pretty serious relationship.
Yeah.
Their relationship's not new. If he's thinking about, he said he wants to marry her, and
And I guarantee you how the conversation went with his
But we
boys.
don't know that. We don't know that.
How do we know?
Because he could just be running that game on her early just to hold her in place.
Oh Lord!
Really? Like, we don't have no time for her
You
to
know,
find
I want to marry
Look,
you.
for her to
I see
find
a
it,
future with you.
Right.
Just to hold her.
Right.
that too. But for her to
why
find
do we
it,
keep on adding on scenarios to the
Hey.
situation?
Hey.
He could have been
yeah.
Dairy Queen won the Blizzard because she wouldn't shut up. So for her to shut up,
Because we gotta
had
add
to bring it
variables
back.
because she went digging through the man phone. So now we gotta add variables.
did.
he right.
Because we don't know she went digging.
I know what
She said found, bro. Found is digging.
She said I found out.
No, fool.
Found
When
out.
you found out,
Bro, how you found it out?
Shit?
Conversation.
Man,
Conversation, communication, associates.
Accusation. False. Accusation. Hell no.
Oh shit!
Em, you need to
Stop with that,
apologize. Say
Stop
what you
with that.
did. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get clarity on it, I guess get clarity on it. But
That's
you
real
got an
shit.
excellent man. You, from your own words, you have an excellent man.
Ride it out.
And sees a future with you.
Ride it out.
Ride it out.
Because if he was that caught up on his ex, he wouldn't be no excellent man to you.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
That is a fact.
That's a fact.
Oh no.
That's real shit.
You could be an excellent
So
man
you
to a
be an
woman and
excellent
still
man
be
to a
caught up on
woman
your
that you
ex?
want to marry and still be caught up on your ex?
Niggas is holding on to the moment because they don't want to let go, but
It's very
still
hard to do when
reaching
love
back.
is strong.
Stop it.
And that's no lie.
Stop it, bro. Out her mouth verbatim, she said, "This is an excellent man."
She didn't say good man.
She
Excellent.
said, "Excellent."
She didn't
We
say
talk
great
about
man.
So
all
he
the time.
does everything.
We talk about all the time, man. Put this facade
no
up.
slippage.
Spell excellent, Otis.
EXCELLENT.
Good.
Excellent.
That's what she said. Excellent.
That's what she said.
You was hoping I misspelled it on.
We ain't go commercial break.
That's the title of this part. Spell excellent.
Nah, but for real though, that's what she said. So obviously she went digging, and he talked to his. I can guarantee you, he went talk to his partners after he told her, "I want to marry her." He went talk to his partners, and they had a conversation, and that came up. I can guarantee you that.
Well, you know, I really want to marry
You can't spell
Gina.
excellent without X though.
Damn. Ooh.
You can catch two L's in that motherfucker too.
Women's intuition.
Hey, look, honestly speak, all jokes aside, my advice would be this, right? If you found out through digging through that man's phone,
That's tough.
you owe it to him to ride it out and see where that goes, because it's under your own admission, this is an excellent man. And a lot of women do this. A lot of women run into an excellent man and self-sabotage. Run into an excellent man, you start digging through phones. Run into an excellent man, you start falsely accusing him of things. You're just trying to self-sabotage the situation. No, just ride it out. Let that man, see what that man turn into. It is a natural instinct to compare the person you with now to your exes. That's just what it is.
Damn.
He just spoke on it and you caught the conversation that you was not supposed to catch. But I guarantee you, if he went through your group chat, he'll find some shit in that motherfucker that'll make him question whether or not to marry
dick ain't
you.
as big as Jerome.
Let me see that.
Come on, man.
Let me see it again.
That's real shit, bro.
That's all I'm saying. So
switch it up, Otis.
Look at what she said, bro. She almost caught us. She almost caught us.
That's her words, man.
I found out he feels that his ex from many years ago was the woman who was meant for him.
She read that probably verbatim in that conversation. I can guarantee you that. She read that.
She should get a nigga no chance.
How many men?
Fool. You tripping.
I ain't tripping.
You tripping, fool.
I ain't tripping.
You wouldn't give him no chance?
I'll be in this bitch by myself. If you feel like that was the person that was meant for you, that means you're not gonna give me your 100%.
He already is.
Her perception is that he's excellent. But she could have dated trash niggas. So yeah, he gonna look good out of all the rest of the niggas she dated.
So then that right there exposes a bigger problem.
Exactly.
What?
Don't it?
She don't know how to pick up.
If her perception of him is excellent and he ain't. That's her problem. He is.
I didn't say that he isn't. I'm just saying that he.
You just said he wasn't.
Listen, that's not. Listen.
Come on, man. I was tripping, fool. He's trying to pander for no reason.
I'm simply saying he is better than the other men that she dated. He doesn't necessarily. Just because she thinks he's excellent doesn't mean he's an excellent man. He's just better than all the people that she dated in the past.
Would you say excellent is relative?
Absolutely.
And what's relative to you is the only thing that matters, right?
But it also says he feels that his ex from many years ago was the woman who was meant for him. If you feel somebody's meant for you, I'm not giving. No.
We need more context. Em, can you write in and tell us how you find out that information?
No, we don't need no more fucking context.
No. Full verbatim of what the message said, man.
How did you find out that
He could have been having a conversation.
And be real. You and the Patreon,
y'all could have been in the group
be
chat.
real. We
Hey,
don't
man,
even
how
want
you feel
to
about
say it.
so-and-so. Yeah, man, I feel like so-and-so could have been one for me. Yeah, I think so-and-so probably was the one meant
That's
for me.
real shit,
How many men have said that, bro? A lot of men have said that before.
Countless men, bro.
You didn't say it, though.
Damn lie.
Get this nigga killed.
Matter of fact,
Get this nigga killed right here.
last year. Get out of here.
Hey, that's insane. Out a nigga on the bar.
I'm surprised to see old.
That nigga say surprise, bitch. I got you.
That is crazy. Look
I don't
here,
know.
man.
It just seems like his mind is not all the way there because of
fool.
that.
Okay, men's intuition.
If you
over
feel
there.
that somebody else was meant for you,
Bro.
You men's intuition.
how can you teeter the fence?
Bro, it's plenty of men out here that are married to a woman, and then he can always say, bro, the woman I should have married lives 2 miles from me. And he's still a great father. He still leads. He still love his wife and all that type of shit there. But shit happens.
But it's probably 98. It ain't 100. She thinking it's 100. That's a big two.
I'm done with Otis,
That's
bro.
a big
I'm
two.
done. So you gonna worry about the 20% and you got the 80%?
You're not the 22.
Well, you gonna worry about the 2% and you got the 98%?
That's a big two. Reasonable doubt. What we talking about? Reasonable doubt. That's all you need.
Come on.
That's all you need. Reasonable doubt.
If you listen to this man, you're gonna be single. Back in these streets and it's treacherous. You got lucky
And
to
you gonna run
find you
into
an
me.
excellent. You found you not just a good man, not no good man,
So y'all
not no
asking-
excellent, not no great man. You found you an excellent man.
Y'all asking her to settle.
No,
I'm not asking.
So every time,
I'm saying if
every
she
time that he
found the
lays
information-
down with her, he's
No,
thinking about
no.
Wait. No. You know what? You're right. I am asking her to settle with a self-admitted excellent man. You're right. I am
That's
asking her
real.
to settle.
That's real.
Settle with an excellent man. Yes, you should.
But I'm saying if you found that information out in a way that you wasn't supposed to find it out, you need to tell him and have that conversation.
Or just not say nothing.
Or you can
and
not say
disregard
nothing
what you heard and seen.
You know what I'm
and
saying?
keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Now, if you start seeing signs of that, now that you had this information, then you can move differently. But if this man continues to be excellent, how can you hold that against that man? Like,
Exactly.
This is a woman we're talking.
You know what's
to.
crazy?
I know, and that's what I'm saying,
You know
which
what's
is the
crazy?
problem.
That
Most
shit
women
gonna be-
self-sabotage that
In
shit
my
should be
opinion,
eaten
what
up.
you think
That shit
you
gonna be
can't show up like that other woman did?
This shit gonna be stuck in her head the whole time. Every time she look at him.
And that's gonna cloud her decision making, cloud
Oh, here
her,
go Otis fucking up
her
the
being
whole
a great woman, her, everything.
my audio went out.
Hey,
That's
good.
because they ain't want to hear you.
That bullshit you talking about.
Exactly.
Cancel.
I'll buy another one.
Baby, like, no.
Look, man, that's been episode 128. We appreciate everybody for tapping in with us, man. Salute to the Patreon, man. Salute to Crusader Nation in the building. Beatbox in the building, man. Appreciate the sponsor, the plug for now. Love y'all, man. I think that's all I got, man.
Stop getting
This merch coming.
getting crazy.
There's more merch coming. And again, y'all been asking for merch.
Yeah.
We flooding the strip. It's all kind of merch on the website.
We got crop tops up there for the ladies.
Yeah,
so get your new shit, man. We got regular hoodies for the fellas. We got the jackets for the ladies and the men.
Powder
Come on,
blue
man.
sweaters. We got t-shirts coming. They'll be
T-shirts
here
coming.
tomorrow.
I got to do
Monday.
I got to do pod drop it OT at the podcasters.
Hold on.
Y'all look out for that.
Hold on.
Yo, we got some great sweaters. We ain't even putting nothing on yet. That's gonna be coming soon.
Yeah.
Like y'all wanted merch, y'all asked us for merch, y'all asked us for a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Do we got some beanies coming or something like that, huh?
We do.
We got some beanies coming. Like what else y'all want from us, bro?
Ask to be off.
Too bad.
Next time you off, we fine.
We passed it back.
That nigga say I put in my 2-week notice. He passed it back.
No. That's it. 3 more months. Hey, nah. You know what's why? It was a story like that hit Twitter. I think the person tried to put they 2 week in. And they was like, nah, you signed a contract for 4 more months. So nah, we not honoring your 2 week.
Nope.
You signed a contract. You owe us 4 more months.
Nope.
That's what they told him.
Oh, what? They gonna have
serious.
They gonna take some money from you?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I say if it's me, I'd have just dipped.
No.
But then again, who knows? They might take them to court. If you petty enough to do that, you petty enough to put a lawyer in this motherfucker and go to court.
Well,
you gonna work
about to get the kind of work I'm gonna give you.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is.
I'm in that half-assing everything.
I'm gonna get paid for 4 months regardless.
I'm gonna let y'all gonna have to let me go.
I'm half-assing
Watch
everything.
Monday.
I'm getting paid for 4 months.
What report said? What reports?
I would have been happy to get that back. Oh, okay.
They'd have been like, open your emails. My emails is dry. I'd have been deleting them bitches all that night.
So I'm late to work every day.
Late, not even showing up, coming in on lunchtime. I took 4-hour lunch. I come in when they go to lunch, and then when they come in from lunch, I leave again.
That's real rough.
All right, y'all boys be up, man. Y'all boys be up.
She was just there for the season.